Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back to Cloak and Stagger. My name is Moose. Tonight we're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons, which we normally play live, but we can't due to the you-know-what. So we're doing it remote. So thank you for joining us for another week. We're here joined with all of our favorite players. We've got Susan and Uthal and Urus and ID10T. Say hello, everybody.
Hi.
Greetings. Hello, everybody.
Dom says hello.
So, I was talking about this the other day in the Ghost of Tsushima stream, that it seems like every day there's some sort of like, it's national this day, national that day. And it seems like every national insert this day has like 30 of them throughout the year. It's not like a birthday. So today's just going to be National Whiskey Day. So cheers, everybody.
You dubbing this one? This is yours?
Yeah, I'm taking this one.
What kind of whiskey do you have?
We're drinking some Jameson tonight. Hey, Meg Givens. Good to see you. Good to see you in the chat. Look, just a woman of her word. She was like, you know what? I'm going to be there and watch y'all tonight. And look who it is. So happy to see you. So, let's see. Does anybody have anything they want to go over or talk about or say before we jump into the session?
Reppin' Teddy Fresh today, everybody. Teddy Fresh, buy that merch. That's all I got, really.
Teddy Fresh, what up? All right, so with that,
Here, so I won't get fined.
just so you won't get fined. Does anybody? All right, I'll follow that up with another question then. Does anybody want to do a recap, or do you want me to do it?
I want
Three,
you to do it.
2, 1.
We'll start it next time.
Okay. It's just an option. It's not mandatory. Okay, so last time, the group had made it back to the city of Phandalin, and I use city lightly. It's more of a small town, and they, long story short, were going around doing their shopping, everything like that, when they had stumbled upon something that had been troubling the town. A band of thugs known as the Red Band Ruffians. And they've been pretty much running the town for the past couple of months, extorting people, shaking people down, actually murdering people, and doing really everything that they wanted to do with no consequence whatsoever. We found out that they were being led out of, the rumor is they're being led out of a worn down manor up at the eastern end of town by somebody who goes by Glassstaff. Nobody knows what he looks like, who he is, or where he came from, just that he showed up with these Red Band ruffians a couple of months ago, and then ever since, all hell has kind of broken loose in the town. Our adventurers here had a couple of run-ins with them, one of which ended up being inside one of their very own little favorite watering holes, the Sleeping Giant. They basically kicked in the door, barred it with a table, and proceeded to slaughter everyone except for one guy who they left alive and interrogated. They found out quite a few things about the Red Brands themselves, mainly kind of where they were based out of, and a few other different things. But after that, they started making their way towards the Town Master's Hall. And when we concluded our last session, they were walking up to the Town Master's Hall, where they saw a sign that said that there is a reward for orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those of a mind to face the orc menace should inquire within. And then the notice bears the town seal and some sort of indecipherable signature. And that's where we're going to start today. You are all standing outside of the Town Master's Hall, which is a sturdy stone building with a pitched roof, and then there seems to be some sort of bell tower or something at the back of it. So what would we like to do?
What time is it?
Right now, I would say it's probably close to about 1 p.m.
Okay. I'll just look to the group. We should go in the tunnels. Yes, in the woods.
Should we ask the child where exactly it is?
I want to turn and look again to the left and right of this mansion for woods. Are there woods on both sides?
So from where you are currently standing, and here I will pull up a map here. I'll pull up the map of the town here for you. So currently, you are right here at the town master's hall. I'll actually put you right in. Oh, yep, right there. So from where you're standing, if you're looking over to the east, let me see here. The straight line, you can kind of see that there are definitely trees down towards the south. But you can't really see anything but the very kind of top of the manor itself from where you're standing.
When I turn back to Susan, yes, Susan, take us to child.
We'll head back to the inn.
Okay. So you're heading back to the Stone Hill Inn?
Yes.
Okay. So you make your way around, and you arrive back at the Stone Hill Inn. And let me make sure we've got everything set up here. We do not, so give me one moment. You can talk amongst yourselves for just a moment as I drag you all into...
I thought we were
Stone
going to
Hall Inn.
farm. Farm is other way.
Is the child at farm? Yes.
That's what I remember.
Oh.
I
Susan.
thought that the kid here and his friend knew where the entry was, the hidden entry, because he said, "Oh, and we found a hidden entry to the whatever."
So to not to retcon, but to just remind just a little bit, the child did not say that he saw where it was. He said his friend Carp
They're
was
from
aware of it.
Oh, sorry.
And as you walk in, you see that same old man, Narth, sort of sitting at the same table, and the large kind of burly man sitting at his normal table. You remember his name being Lennar, and Mr. Stonehill is behind the counter. And shortly after you enter, another woman just sort of not bursts through the door, but just walks in the door and just walks right in between you and walks over to her table and sits down. Doesn't say a word to you.
Well, everybody, this is embarrassing, but I think we actually do need to head to the farm. I got my kids mixed up, you know.
You hear Mr. Stonehill. Ah, you're back. What brings you back?
My bad, wrong place. My bad. Bad memory.
Well, all right.
Okay. You got some food though before I go?
If you have a seat, we can bring it out to you.
How long will it take?
No, Susan, no. Go.
No. Maybe next time then. I'll see y'all later.
No food to go? Okay, all right.
That's what I wanted. Uthal, I want to take out menu, but apparently Ur says no.
We've eaten already, recently.
I'm allowed to
Okay,
eat
so you
twice.
all dip out of the tavern, back into the street.
I
So
just want to take out.
go ahead.
I just want to take out.
Susan, if you want to go order food, go.
No, it's fine. Maybe there will be something at the farm I can eat.
So you remember them telling you that the Alderleaf Farm was at the southeastern portion of town. And I'll go ahead, because you could actually have seen it from the Sleeping Giant. So I'll go ahead and add it to the map layer there. And it's this building right down here.
I wonder what kind of farm they have. What if they have cows? No quick meal?
That'd be a shame.
So
Would you eat living cow? Take bites out of?
Yeah. Yeah.
1000%.
But I'm
She
not above
also
it.
ate a dead horse, so what would make you think she wouldn't eat something already still alive?
Haven't seen her eat the cow yet. Never know.
So, arriving at the farmstead, you notice there's nothing currently growing right now. But you can tell that maybe it had been recently tilled and harvested. Harvested would be the correct word there. I'm not a farmer, folks. I don't know this. I'm working with what I got here. But it seems as though it's actually a pretty decent sized house. And off to the side, you see a kind of like a little stable. You don't seem to hear any livestock or anything like that coming from that direction. But I'll go ahead and put you all here at the Alderleaf Farm. So you're standing sort of to the right of the front door, and the stable's sort of over here.
And
Are there
oh, you got it, sorry.
are there any kind of signs or anything like that letting us know where we are?
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna go up to the door and just give it a knock. See what shows up.
Okay. So a few moments go by. You don't really hear anything.
I'm gonna give it a double knock. I'm gonna use both hands to start knocking.
Gung, gung, gung. That one you hear kind of, it sounds like maybe deep from the inside. You hear oh, hold on 1 minute. 1 moment. And a couple moments later you hear someone just on the other side of the door. Who is it?
Urus.
Who's Urus?
Kobold.
Kobold? Who are they sending here now? Have they really sunk so far to send monsters after me?
You're leader of the sideshow.
Sideshow. The sideshow is here. We are friendly. Yes.
How do I know?
Open the door and I will wave to you, like friends. Yes.
That's precisely what the Red Brands would say if they wanted me to open the door.
No, please. We only wish to borrow child. Yes.
You've come for my child. Cart, hide.
I'm gonna turn to my group. The lady is she does not want us to talk to child. Yes.
Right, it sounds like we are best friends.
Just let her know
We
we're
just
trying to
wanna-
kill the Red Brand,
We just
And that
want to kill the Red Brand.
and that the boy knows a secret passage to go get them.
And your kid knows
Right,
the secret
right.
passage.
Yes, we
need
are
help.
not Red Brand. We kill Red Brand.
Urus, make a persuasion check with advantage, since everybody's kind of backing you up out here.
We have your back, Urus.
And then Uthal and 10T, if you would both make perception checks.
It's one of those nights.
I don't get to roll.
We're
anything
starting off
since
like that?
I was shouting.
Yikes.
In this particular situation, no, and it's really just because of where you're standing currently.
Okay.
Urus, your persuasion is enough to have her sort of crack the door. And when you see the door crack open, it doesn't open all the way. It opens just enough to where you can see probably about a 3.5 to 4 foot tall female, just a little higher than eye level than you, looking out. Bless you. Through the crack in the door at you.
Wait, so someone my height's looking at me?
Close to it.
Oh. Hello. You
really are a kobold.
Yes. Urus is kobold, and you are carp. Yes.
That's my son.
Oh. Can I see the carp, please? Yes.
She sort of looks out and peeks at everybody. And she says, "Why don't you come in first? But just know if you try anything, I do know how to fight."
Okay.
And she opens the door and walks in and sits on a chair. I'm gonna open the door for you guys there. So you should be able to walk into the room now. And she sits down at on a kind of a comfy chair. And this room seems to be pretty well furnished. There is a fire going in the fireplace currently. And she says, "Have a seat, and tell me why you wish to speak to my son."
Don't mind if I do.
Now I'll just climb up on the couch and just sit right down on it, real comfy, like just look at her. Your carp, yes, he knows about big tunnel at the mansion. To sneak in, yes. We're trying to stop Red Brand leader, Glass staff, yes. And he may know how we can get there better.
And why are you here to stop Glassstaff?
Because he is Red Brand leader, yes.
Indeed he is. At least that's what I've heard. I hear quite a bit. In this town. People don't really pay attention to a halfling. Matter of fact, they really just kind of ignore me most of the time. So, I would expect maybe you either have the same problem or looks it over at Uthal, or quite the opposite.
Many look at Sideshow with darting eyes. Yes, some scared, some curious.
Yes.
So you're a traveling sideshow that fights crime?
Sometimes crime pays more. Yes.
Crime never pays.
No, the crime pays us because the crime is killed. Yes.
And
This is first stop on Shine Show tour. This is first day.
And where are you from, friends?
Oh,
I am from the mountains.
No, the lot of you. Where did you come here from? I don't need to know everyone's birthday.
The mountains?
And she sort of starts to look at you all with a
Back.
with a distrusting eye.
We came here to find Uncle Gundy. Do you have him?
Right.
Uncle Gundy.
Gundren.
He's a dwarf.
Oh, the dwarf. You know
Yeah,
Gundren.
My uncle, yes.
She looks at you. There's no way he's your uncle.
You know, he doesn't have to be by blood to be my uncle. I guess you could say he's a family friend. And before you ask, yes, I was adopted. No, I don't really care to talk about it.
Well, that's
Do you have Uncle
kind of
Gundy?
rude. You come in here and ask me about my personal stuff,
sorry.
and you want to
I
talk to
don't
my
mean to
son,
be-
and then
Just-
you come
I'm
in and you're being
sorry.
pretty rude right now.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
We were told.
Mom and Dad said I
We
should
were
be more
told your
polite.
son. We were told your son may know a way into the manor in order for us to end the threat.
Well, I do want to see them gone, and you sort of see her look off to the left and contemplate something for a few moments as she pauses. Perhaps you could. All right. Hold on one moment. I'll grab Carp. And she gets up and sort of walks around the table, and doesn't stretch out. Moves through the door and closes. And shortly after, you hear, "Carp! Carp, get here! We have visitors!"
This is loud halfling lady.
You kind of hear it sort of muffled a little bit.
Susan, it is probably not the fish, so don't eat it.
Are you sure?
I'd like to go up to Urus.
Uh-huh.
So, do we kill them if they don't cooperate?
No. If they do not cooperate, we go. But we tell them they are big nasties. Yes.
Agreed. Okay. No kill. And I'll walk back to that chair in the corner.
Just sit down. Okay. So about 2 minutes goes by, and she walks back into the room and sits down and says, he'll be here momentarily. So you said you're looking for Gundren. Has something happened to him?
I can't find him.
You lost him?
I didn't lose him. He's missing.
Missing. And what do you think happened to him?
Not sure.
Are there
I
any
know
windows?
he better not be dead.
There is a window over here, and there's also a window right next to where you're standing.
Well, her
Alright.
and I are... Sorry, what?
Okay.
Sorry, Uthal.
I want to casually look out the window to see if see if anybody's roaming around outside.
Make a perception check.
Kind of doing this number. Ooh.
Nice. Looking out the window, you don't see anybody wandering around or snooping. You do see a rabbit there that's just like, if you were hunting, it would just be prime. And after a few moments, it hops off and scurries into the brush. But nobody seems to be peering in. And a few moments later, you see a small boy enter the room very kind of quietly. Doesn't seem to have the same boisterous attitude as his mother. About 2 feet tall, about your height, Urus. And he comes and kind of looks at everybody and plops down on the couch right next to you, Urus. Says, "Hello, friend."
Hello, Carp. You are friends with the Stonehill Inn child. Yes.
Ah, yes. We're good friends.
He said something about tunnel at big house, big mansion at end of town. Yes, you know.
Oh, yeah, but, and he looks over at his mom. Mom said not to tell anybody about that, though, because it could be dangerous. That's right. You don't know who you can trust here in this town, to be quite honest. And, apparently he was out playing and stumbled across some of the red brands and got lucky they didn't see him. You can tell him. You can tell them. Carp, go ahead. And he says, "Oh, okay. So I am an adventurer, and I go out and I save the day. And there are all kinds of bad guys out there, and I and the Stonehill, we go out and we fight them. Me and Pip, we go out and fight. And we've saved the town so many times. You don't even understand how many times. And so sometimes, most of the time, the bad stuff comes from the woods. So we go into the woods, and in there's just, it's so bad, but we keep it safe. We keep the town safe. And one day, I thought I would go and kind of explore by myself, but I started hearing some talking, and I was like, oh, bad guys, I'll go get them. And so I rushed over, and it was a couple of the Red Brand people, and they were standing in front of this tunnel, and they were talking about what were they saying? They said something about they didn't like guarding that tunnel because there's some kind of monster or something in there, and they didn't like going in and out of there, but it's the only way to get in and out with their supplies.
You are a good adventurer. Yes. You said when you went into woods, it was south of house. Yes.
It was to the south. I don't know exactly where, because after a few minutes, I accidentally tripped and I broke. There was a stick and it broke, and they heard it and they ran over to where I was, and I hid in a bush. And luckily, they didn't see me or find me, because if they did, they probably would have fed me to whatever monster's in there.
It is okay. Carp is a good hero, and I'll pat his head and just stand up off the couch. Me and my mighty warriors, I just reference the larger people in my group, will take advantage of your discovery. Yes.
Well, just be careful. And the mom sort of chimes in at this point and says, there is indeed rumors that the manor is where they've holed up, and indeed there are rumors as well that, well, there's some sort of monster in there somewhere. I guess they're in the cellars or something of the old Tressendar Manor. Carp,
Yes, we know about eyeball monster.
did you how many were there, did you say? Oh, there were probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them standing outside the tunnel.
That sounds like light work.
Well, maybe. Yes.
Good to know how many are there, though.
Yes, thank you.
Also, halfling lady, do you know
The name's Colleen, by the way. Thank you for asking.
Lady Colleen? Do you know Black Spider?
Black Spider. I kind of pride myself on knowing as much as I can about the town. I may have heard it. I've heard the term bounced around maybe a couple times by the Red Brands, but nothing specific. But you know what? Perhaps either the town master or even my old friend Rydoth could help. Rydoth, he knows lots of stuff. He's an old friend of mine, and he's a druid, and so he travels around. And he knows the lay of the land like nobody else, and that's a fact.
Rydoff. Where is Rydoff?
Well, I do like to be helpful, but let's maybe consider a little agreement. You help get rid of the town of the Red Brand problem, and I will tell you where Rydoth is.
Yes. Okay. Also, do you know Heart Attack?
That's kind of a touchy subject here. My My husband died of a heart attack, so if you would maybe be so kind as to not speak of that around little Carp, he's a little sensitive about it.
I run up to her. I promise you, I will find this heart attack assassin, and I will decapitate him and bring you his head.
Oh, well, he's not a person. It's
I understand. I completely understand. He killed the old man as well, and I'd like to walk out.
Yes, we.
She looks a little shocked and looks over to everybody else remaining in the room and says, please, if you do go to the manor, be careful. It is quite dangerous. There are other ways in besides whatever hidden tunnel that my son says he found. I'll tell you what, Carp, will you go in the kitchen and grab your mother a drink, please? He says, okay, Mom. And he hops up and he runs on out of the room. She leans in and says, Carp has a very vivid imagination, so if the tunnel is there, be careful, because, again, it may not be, and that those woods are notorious for, not just red brands.
Yes, we will be very careful. We are a strong sideshow.
Do you think your son could maybe point us to the general area of the tunnel?
If you don't mind, I would rather not involve him really in this, as I would not like, retaliation against my family in case you all walk in and get yourselves killed.
That's a fair point.
It is okay. We will figure it out. And now start heading towards the door.
There may be a reward
you,
for this, by the way.
Yes. 4 potions. Promised. Yes.
No, have you seen have you been to the Townmaster's Hall?
It's on our to-do list.
They post bounties there. Although I don't know that they'd post a red brand bounty. That might just be asking for trouble. Maybe not.
We should check it out.
Okay, we can take a look. Yes. Goodbye, and thank you again. Tell your son to not go into woods anymore. Yes.
I can tell him everything I can, but sometimes he just doesn't. Oh, okay, bye.
Bye, Colleen. Thank you for your information. Goodbye.
All right, Karina, goodbye.
Heart attack.
So we're
What took
heading
you
back.
guys so long to come out here? I've been looking for the heart attack assassin, scouring for any type of clues.
He's probably long gone. He is scavenger.
You are probably correct.
That's not the word I meant to say, but okay.
Yes. Follow Urus to Townmaster.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So you make your way to the front of the Townmaster's Hall. That sign is still up out front. There is a set of double doors in front of you that lead into the building itself. What would you like to do?
What sign's up front?
It was a sign about about a reward for orcs near some place named Wyvern Tor.
Wyvern Tour.
Or Wyvern, Wyvern. And then Tor, Tor.
It's still on the to-do list.
Maybe Halfling Lady meant this is reward? No red brand? And I'll look up at Oozle.
Well, she said about the bounties here, right? We should go inside and look around.
Yes, perhaps I have a help desk person. You walk in, there's someone there. Hello, what are
an
your
information
bounties
kiosk.
today? Yes.
I'll go up to the doors and do they just open?
They do. You walk right in. Is everybody going in?
I will follow.
Okay.
I will as well.
One
Alright.
team, one dream.
So you enter this large, kind of elongated room. And as soon as you enter, you hear what sounds like two people sort of almost like they're in a heated debate. And upon closer inspection, you see your friend Sildar Hallwinter is sort of leaned over a table with both hands, both of his palms on the table, with his brow furrowed, looking at this kind of overweight older man, which Segura, I know you'll recognize this particular individual, but he looks like this here. And you hear him say, "What do you mean it's not a problem?" As you approach from behind, and he turns around. "Oh my God! Urus, what are you doing here?"
Hello, Sildar. You come to help us, yes?
Indeed I have. To be quite honest, I feel pretty good right now. I got a good night's sleep. My wounds are stitched. I've had some food, some drink. But this son of a pig is... and you hear the other man, "Be careful what you call me, boy. Oh, I'm the town master. You can't speak to me that way." And then Sildar turns around and says, "You are a spineless swine!" And you see the overweight man sort of step back in his chair. And Sildar turns back to you and says, "Look, so I assume you guys have at least heard of the Red Brand ruffians, yes?"
Yes.
I've killed a couple already.
This food is to share, right? Yes, thank you. And I instantly grab
You see the old man.
Thank you for sharing.
Sure.
That is very hospitable of you. Thank you. Thank you.
We don't have a hospital.
Yes, I know. Because it's never mind. Thank you for the food.
He says, "Are you hearing about the orc? The contracts on the orc?"
No.
Well, what in God's name are you doing here?
You have, Red Brand Bounty, yes?
No, why would I put a Red Brand bounty out? They're no problems.
Oh.
Just a little rowdy. That's all. People overreacting.
Do you have any other bounties?
The orcs!
And where are they?
All over the damn place! They're sending raiding parties to the smaller towns around. They're burning, pillaging, kidnapping, murdering. Just terrible. Just terrible.
This is
What do we get for killing an orc?
Not just one. Many orcs. There's a
Right.
whole band of them near Wyventor. It's to the northeast. A few days away.
Oh, so if I just show up with one orc head, I get nothing.
I suppose I could give you what you've already eaten for one orc head. No, not just one orc head!
Sounds like it's not that bad of a problem then.
So
And I continue eating.
Sildar turns around to the rest of you and gives you like the, "See what the hell I'm dealing with here right now?" So Sildar continues and says, "Look, I've done some looking around. It's my job to try and bring law and order here, and there seems to be multiple problems. On one hand, we have the Red Brands, and the other, there are orcs and goblins. And on top of that, I'm trying to still find Iarno, which I've found out he actually did make it here, which is good. But, he disappeared when he was looking around the manor. So, that seems to be the next spot on my to-do list.
Sildar, do you know anything about a guy named Runway Out?
No, I can't say that I do. Why do you ask?
The little lady told us to look for Rydov.
Rydov. No.
Rydog?
No, I don't know any of those names. Why are you here?
Oris thinks we should go to talk about business, yes. Let's all go now, yes?
I still have business with this firm.
Oris thinks this business is really important, Sindal. Yes. And I'll just keep walking.
You should come with us, Sildar.
What all food is on the table?
There's like a third of like a turkey left, and about half of a pie.
I want to take the turkey, the rest of the turkey, and I'll say thank you. Master Ulrich says we will be leaving now.
You can't just. This isn't a restaurant. That is mine. I will lock you in the cellar.
You're being very rude.
You can't just
Master
walk in.
Ulrich, what do I do?
And he starts to waddle over there. You put that. I don't care how big you are.
Next to him. I want to stand up next to him.
And he sort of backs up. Fine. I was done with it anyway. I don't care. You can have it. Sildar, when you're ready to talk about serious matters, you can come back. Get out of here with your freak friends.
Susan?
I would like to put my hand on my sword.
We will leave. And I want to bowling ball the turkey back out and say, I don't want your stupid cooked food anyway.
That was a perfectly good turkey.
That's why I'm leaving it here for you.
Oh, you did? I thought you threw it on the floor.
No, I bowling balled it back down the long table.
Okay.
Man, we are the heroes.
And Sildar says, fine, but I'll be back for you, Wester. I'm not done with you. And Sildar goes to follow you, Urus.
I'm gonna step outside.
Okay.
Silly, come back. You're walking too fast. I can't follow.
So we're all stepping outside?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're all now back outside in the main street of Phandalin. And you see people sort of walking around, doing some trading. Nothing really out of the ordinary. And you sort of hear people just chattering. Occasionally somebody will walk by and do a double take at you, but all in all, everybody kind of seems to be ignoring you.
I want to turn to Mr. Winter and regurgitate everything that we found out so far about the Red Brands and their tunnels, potentially, and a monster in them, and how many we found, and how we killed a few and interrogated one. And end it with, I'm pretty sure the town master is bought by them, and anything he hears ends up in their ears.
He says, perhaps you're right, but I get more of the idea that he's just a spineless coward, and he doesn't want to piss them off. The town masters here, they really have no true power per se. They elect a new one every year, and it's elected by, and he motions to everybody just sort of walking around in like kind of very muddy, not great garb, and says, "The wonderful townsfolk of Phandalin. And to be honest, most of the time it's more of a popularity contest than anything else. How
This
that man
is
got
popular?
it, I don't know, but he is quite wealthy, and people respect wealth in this town."
So maybe we just kill him and take all of his wealth.
And I can take back my turkey and pie.
If you'd like to turn the whole town against you, then by all means, and I cannot, in my good conscience, although he is a prick, he has done nothing wrong, per se. Murdering him would not be... It's...
Mom
He
said
is-
that's wrong.
Talks
He
to
is-
Red Brands?
He has not done anything illegal. And as much as I disdain name-calling, morality and legality don't always go hand in hand.
We should focus on Red Brands, not Wiener Town Master.
So, you're telling me that the Red Brands they've holed up in the manor up to the east, correct?
Yes.
And you've also told me that there could be a tunnel that leads in?
Yes.
With a creature in it.
Yeah, don't forget the monster.
Monster? Ah,
Yes.
well, From what I have learned, and this is after speaking with a few different people around the area, they have made their stronghold down in the cellars of this manor. And going down there, perhaps we could go in through the tunnel, if it does exist. But that also immediately pits us against some creature we do not know what we're dealing with. Whereas if we go in through the front, they might not expect that. It might be less guarded, and we may be able to catch them by surprise.
Maybe we can go in and say that this is our manor. We hold the deed here.
That may work, but no one's held the deed to that place for quite some time.
Maybe we can persuade them that it is our house. It's not their house. And to get out.
Susan, I do not know where you come up with this hilarious plan.
The Tressendar family is quite well known, even though they have not stayed there for 1,000 years, maybe more. And it is very well known that they are not lizard folk, or giants, or robots, or kobolds. They were elves. And I don't think any of you could pass as anything resembling an elf.
This could be a problem. Okay. Okay.
Additionally, if the Red Brands have indeed taken this manor over, I don't think they give a damn what race you are.
Even if we said it like this is our house. I'm Bolin's. I mean, I'm Susan Snapplegap. No?
Susan's
Maybe
act-
we just say
No.
that the town master sent us.
Susan, have you been drinking?
No, maybe it's the food I ate, though.
He says, again, I don't think that the town master is... what's the nicest way to say this? I don't believe he is clever enough to ingratiate himself with these. I believe he's just a scared fool.
Oh. We rob him later then. Yes, when done.
We don't have to rob. When do we rob idiots?
He says, as a member of the Lord's Alliance, I cannot rightfully allow you to just rob someone.
Oh. We will not rob him later.
What are you
What
doing
he
with your
says-
fingers?
Yes, we will not. Now let's go ahead and get going before we do decide to rob him.
All right,
Yes.
Sildar.
Sure. Big plan.
We
Yes.
we know you can't help us rob them. We understand. Got it.
Is there something wrong with your eye?
Nope.
Right. So, should we proceed to the manor then?
Yes.
Should-
No tunnel. Maybe.
Right.
Perhaps a
Maybe
vote.
Maybe we should carefully look at the front of the building and see what's going on, and then make decision there.
Right.
Maybe
Perhaps
the heart
we
attack
go.
assassin is there.
We can
also
pretend
true.
to
He
be Mormons.
at this point, Sildar sort of realizes what's going on, and he looks at you and says, "Perhaps he may be there. The most unsavory types normally associate themselves with these red brand thugs."
Prepare yourself, didn't he?
I am
Would you like-
always prepared. I was designed to kill.
Front door.
That's awesome.
Right. So let us continue on then. Shall I lead the way, or one of you?
Should we go in this other building we've never been in before we go, or it's just like whatever, it's fine?
We can go.
He says, the Lion Shield Coster.
We could tell them about the boxes in the cave and be like, "Well, it's your problem."
If I know Laline, I know that you will probably catch more ire for not bringing them to her than just telling her they're in some random cave at some random part of an off-the-beaten-path spot that you probably don't even remember exactly where it is.
I'm pretty good with the area, but she must be your ex-girlfriend, so that's okay. We can wait.
He looks shocked. We have absolutely never dated, no.
Can I insight check?
Sure. He seems like he's telling the truth. I mean, he definitely seemed very adamant that he has no interest in this woman whatsoever.
Okay, Sildart, you're just scared to talk about it. That's okay.
All right, and so you're making your way down the main road. You pass the Stonehill Inn, a couple of cottages, a couple of which are actually decrepit, torn down, still haven't been rebuilt, and you arrive at the Sleeping Giant, which at the moment looks to be shut, locked, and barred, and there's a sign out front that says "Closed for repairs."
Keep walking.
I wonder what happened there, I say loudly.
Sildar says, "The Red Brands must have gotten out of control."
Right, yes. Yes.
So it takes you about 15 minutes, and you find yourself winding up the road, and it gets steeper and steeper as you ascend.
Ulrich, hop on. I will help you.
We are here. Yes.
Must be a mountain for you on the steep hill.
Yes. Maybe. But it is okay. Yes. Susan is great, friendly warrior. Yes. Not just be looking up at her.
I try. Thank you, Ulrich. Master Ulrich. Thank you.
So as you approach the front of the manor, it truly is in ruins. This place looks like it hasn't seen a bit of repair in hundreds, if not thousands of years. This is the site that sort of stands before you. There is a courtyard out in front that's sort of crumbled in, and stairs leading up to a set of double doors, one of which is completely just splintered and pushed in to where you could just walk right in.
Hey, real quick before we go in, am I the only one who on Sirenscape hears brigands arguing nonstop?
I hear it.
Let's see.
I hear birds.
You hear birds and
don't.
all you're like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna stab him in his gut, boy.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's what I hear too.
Nope.
Let's see
What I
here.
hear.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, I hear like.
Because I don't hear it.
Hey, what the hell? Should we restart our Sirenscape?
You might as well.
They've been talking ever since we talked to the halfling chick.
I don't think it's been that. I haven't heard that.
That's all I've been hearing.
If you want to try to, just exit out of the player and load back in,
Okay.
That's amazing.
because there is a seedy talk thing, but I have it turned off.
You look behind you and you see the red brands roll initiative.
Oh, more little puppies come to bark at us.
Man, we were not watching our back.
Let me know when you guys
I
are back
read
up and running.
I relaunched, but I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything either.
So I'm going to stop it and start it again. I think that's normally what I have to do. So stopping. And then starting. It might take a second to
So the
pull
background
up here.
color changed when you said that.
Yeah, I think we're good now.
Are you playing creepy cave ambience?
Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
Okay. Then
It's
yeah, we're
probably slowly creeping in.
I hear it as well now.
Everybody good?
Mhm.
Everybody hear creepy stuff?
Yep.
Woo!
creepified.
All right. Okay. So, looking back in front of you, you see those two double doors, one splintered completely open. And
Are
yeah,
there-
that's what you see before you.
Are there any signs of like footprints or like rotation walking or like guard stuff or any of that?
Make a perception check. So it's kind of hard to tell just because of all the rubble that's laying around. There are definitely areas that look like maybe they're areas of the rubbles that look like they're kind of worn in more than other, like they've been more traveled, but you don't see any specific footprints, no.
This whole town is a shit show.
This looks like somewhere where the heart attack assassin would live.
I mean, yeah, I could see that for sure. ID10T.
Very true.
So you're standing in the courtyard right now. What would you like to do?
Should just one of us go up, or should all of us go up?
Sildar should take point. Yes. Door.
You want me to take point?
I'll go first.
I can
yes.
ask if they have time to speak about our Lord and Savior Semuana.
If Sindar goes first, send the weekend first, and then the rest of us will be okay if there is a trap.
Well, still, he got this here. I'll go first.
All right, one moment. You get a couple things put into perspective or into place here. All right, so remind me who's leading the way. Sildar?
I'm first.
Okay, Uthal's going first.
I will go first. Yes.
Sildar says, I will follow. I will go second. Followed by, who wants to go third?
I'll go thirdsies.
Okay. And Urus, are you bringing up the rear, or 10T, are you bringing up the rear?
I'll watch our back.
How brave. Okay. All right, so Uthal, you're looking at the manor before you. What would you like to do?
Before going in, I would like to look around the door, see if there's any kind of like warning things or traps or something.
No. I mean, you can make a perception check if you're looking for traps, but there don't seem to be any signs or anything like that. With an 18, checking for any tripwires, pressure plates, anything like that, you don't see anything that would be cause for concern. Outside of maybe taking a wrong step on some loose rubble and spraining an ankle or something.
You said one of the two doors were splintered open.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to go in the door that's open.
Okay. Entering in to the manor itself, this place, I mean, it looks almost more like a castle than a house or a manor. It's definitely ancient and obviously abandoned. There are multiple walls that have fallen in. There's no glass left in any of the windows. Chandeliers just absolutely covered in cobwebs. Tables broken. This place is just a complete and utter mess on the inside, but you don't see anything threatening.
Hey, I don't see anything threatening.
I guess we continue.
Yeah, I'll take another step inside.
Okay, once you step in, that makes room for everybody else to kind of file in. So Sildar follows closely behind, and seems to be just sort of taking in the massive scope, the massive scale of this manor. Said, "Wow, it's easy to forget when you're away from large cities that even in places like this, there are people that live in such splendor, at least for a time. But apparently even the most wealthy of people can't prevent, well, whatever happened to these people." And
Right.
your voices kind of echo around in this place.
Right.
And Sildar steps in all the way, leaving room for Susan and Urus and 10T. If you'd like to enter, you could.
I enter.
So once you're all in, you see that it's this massive entryway. And in addition to kind of what I've described before, there are chairs sort of pushed around. You can actually see there's a couple of spots where it looks like chairs, still very old and decrepit, maybe have been placed to sit and in a fashion that would suggest that conversations were being had there, or that people had, sat there more recently. But you don't hear anything outside of the wind, since you're on this sort of elevated hill. The wind howls in sort of through the windows. You hear the leaves on the trees and the bushes rustle around just outside.
So which, like,
Here.
are there doors around us, or
Yes.
like a staircase, or?
So you see towards the end of this long rectangular hall, there seem to be two ways you could go. One is what looks like it used to be a spiral staircase that went up, but has completely crumbled to the ground. And the other way, there is a wooden door. Just, single space wooden door. Looks like used to be made out of fine wood, but now has since mostly rotted and there is a iron sort of handle on it, but you don't see any locks on it or anything. But it is closed.
Hey, JD, did you change the map?
Nope. We're in the theater of the mind right now, boys.
So
And girl.
if they find us, what are we gonna say? Should we come up with a plan here? I can't believe I'm the one saying this, but I mean, do we go with we're on the tour of the haunted mansions, or do we go with I'm here to talk to you about my Lord and Savior Samuana, or do we go with my dog's missing? Is he in here? He ran this way. What's our plan here?
I thought you said we own this place, right? This is
Oh,
ours?
I mean, yeah, I can say that too then. Yes, I just bought this off of eBay Books online. This is my castle now. Who are you? Are you the groundskeeper?
Wow.
Perfect. I got it.
We could say we bought it off the town master.
Yes.
It may make
He
them
just took
a
all
little
my money.
mad.
Perfect.
That could get him killed before we fix the problem.
And
Is
then
that
we
really
get
a
his money
problem?
and his food.
I
I
agree
think
with
unwanted
Susan.
slaughter is something we should try and avoid. Maybe, but like, I don't know.
A dog
I
barks.
hear
A dog barks outside of the manor.
There's your dog, Susan, that you were talking about.
I told you that was a good one.
So you said it was a door down the hallway and then an iron door?
Well, no, it's so you're in a big rectangular room that almost looks like a formal like meeting or maybe dining room at one point. There's at the far end of the room, there is a crumbled spiral staircase that leads up to a second floor that looks like it's non-existent anymore. But to the left of that crumbled spiral staircase is a rotted wooden door with an iron handle on it that's on hinges.
Maybe we try first floor, yes?
Utho, you take point. Yes, you go, we follow.
Yes, yes, that's good. I have to go bathroom first though. I will go outside. I'll be right back, I promise.
Oh, okay. And I just watch him go past me. Careful, person.
I guess when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Sildar says, I hope we don't run into this problem later on when it's more dangerous.
Maybe he can pee on the enemies later.
He's back, but he looks much furrier than normal.
We have cat. Somebody's
I
keeping.
believe the nerves just get to him.
That's awesome.
All right, Duthil, now that you're back, where should we go?
What is this madness? It is not him.
There's two of him.
Perhaps it was the dog chasing the cat, and the cat came back, and it wasn't him at all.
Sorry, there was a jerk in my bathroom seat, but I got it.
We
Okay.
thought it was
Transformed
you.
from cat.
Yes, I can change shapes, and I didn't know about it, but we can. Okay, now I'm for serious time, ready to lead way. First floor. Let us go.
Okay, so you're heading up to the door.
Heading to door.
Okay, so once you get to the door, what are you doing? Are you just kicking the shit in, or are you opening it?
Is it locked? Is it in place at the frame? Does it look sturdy? What's the deal?
Once you get closer, you can see that it's actually somewhat open, but it looks like it goes in.
Is it standard door or is it the big door? How big?
Standard door.
Standard door.
You'd
I
have
can
to
see-
sort of duck to go underneath it.
Is it dark?
It's about 4 p.m., 4:30 in the afternoon. There's enough of the roof missing where you can actually see fairly well. If this place was enclosed, it would be dark though. So
Okay,
there are shadows kind of being cast around.
Oh. Hey, thank you. I will go peer around the door and look inside the hallway.
So
Just to
beyond the
see.
door, you see that it's not actually a hallway, but a kitchen. A very worn down, completely decrepit kitchen.
There's a
Go ahead.
okay.
I would say there are a couple of stoves that very obviously would not work anymore. Cobwebs in every corner. The most of the counters have rotted and crumbled in. Cabinets fallen off the wall. That's what you can see just kind of from peering in.
Okay, I see a very decrepit kitchen. It does not look like anything should be eaten in here. Can I fit through the crack, or is it not enough?
You'd have to open the door, yeah.
Okay, I'll try and put some weight on it just to see if it gives. Or...
It just opens right up. There's basically no give to it whatsoever.
Oh,
the
sure,
the
then
only
I'll-
give that is there is from the rusted hinges that it sits on.
Sure. So I'll push it until it starts to do the rusty hinge creak.
Yep. You
If
get
it
it. You
starts
get
to
it
do
open
that,
about
I
6
will-
inches and it starts to creak.
Oh shit! That is not what I wanted. Oh, stop! Do I hear anything?
Make a perception check. You don't hear anything, but you do see that you do notice now footsteps actually in the dust in the floor in front of you. There's much less rubble and brick on the floor in here, and it looks like it's kind of been cleared away. And there are boot prints in the dust and dirt.
Do they look fresh or old or?
Fairly fresh, yeah.
There are footprints in here, fairly fresh. Aren't there any other doors or anything that I can see? Just peeking in.
Yeah, peeking in from just opening it that much more, you see two other doors in the room. One of which is a non-door that looks like it leads outside because there's a door frame, but the door is long gone, and there's just kind of rubble on the ground. But over about 15 feet to the left of that, there's another door that is intact, and you can see that that's where it looks like the footprints lead to.
What side of the rooms were there? Looking in the room, which way were the two doors?
So the elongated manor faces. You're basically facing east when you enter the manor, right? So the door you walked in, you were going east. The door that you can see outside is on the southeast wall of that room, and the other door is just on the is kind of on the northeastern wall of that room.
Okay. I will try and open the door a little more.
Mm-hmm. It creaks some more, but looking in there, you don't see anybody standing in there.
Okay. I'll push it until is just barely enough for me to squeeze in.
Okay. You squeeze in and you see everything that I described and then some, but the then some is really just more of what I had already described.
Right. Okay, everything looks good, guys. Come on.
Okay.
I follow.
Uthal is very cautious. Red brands are down. We are up. Yes.
I point out the footprints too.
Oh, red brands come through here. Maybe? Yes?
Point to the door. Maybe that way?
And I don't see any other doors in the room, right?
Correct. Besides the one that's just non-existent that leads outside.
Yes, that way. Uthal, are you good at sneak?
I'm not great, but I'm not bad. Whatever that is.
Are you better
Okay.
at sneak or at barge in? Yes?
Barge in. Good maximum.
Maybe if you think enemy is on the other side, you barge. Yes?
Oh, crush them with the door. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I like tighten my boots.
Okay.
Okay, we move on. Yes, let's go other door. So I'll go to the northeast door, not the outside exit.
Okay.
Is it? It's.
It is
same
closed.
thing. It's closed.
Yeah.
Handle thing.
Yeah, there's it's like a ring.
Oh yeah, it's a knocker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, which way does it look? Open or?
It
push
looks
or
like
pull,
it.
or
It looks like it pushes in.
pushes in. I'll try it a little bit. Does it seem like it's locked?
Nope.
I'll push a little more.
It opens. Or starts to open. You don't really hear much creaking on this one though.
Nice. I'll push a little more, enough just to look in to see what's going on.
So before you see a very dark staircase, a spiral staircase that leads down.
Guys, there is a very dark spiral staircase that goes down.
Perhaps that's the way into the cellars then.
Who said? Oh, yes. Sildar, you're here.
I appreciate that.
I forgot you were with us because you're so sneaky.
Urus thinks tunnel may have been better. Yes. But we are already here.
Well, we could go back to the stairs that go up, or we could see what happens downstairs.
The stairs are destroyed, right? That lead upstairs?
Correct.
Possible to climb?
It would be extremely difficult.
We go down. Yes.
Okay. So I can't see. I will need either somebody else, or I will need I will need Tom flashlight.
No light now. Yes. Urus will go first.
You will have to lead me.
Yes. Use wall. Blind men. Yes.
What if they can see in the dark and they attack us? I will be useless.
Sildar sort of squints and says, assuming they are human, they won't be able to see without a light.
Good point.
But we don't know about the glass.
Glass staff.
Can't. Yeah. Yes, I was going to say something else, but that's correct. What if he sees it dark?
Then that is an issue we might have to face. Look, yes. I'll be honest with you. If you are too afraid, I can find someone else to help me down here. But
well, I'm going to ignore your comment, Sildar. Fine, I will go kick the door open.
Well, the door's already open.
I will kick it further open.
Okay, you kick the door against the wall and it kind of breaks.
Do we have oil?
I actually have 5 things of oil, but it was more for my joints and everything, and they start to get a little rusty.
No, I would need mass amounts. I was thinking more, maybe we could just burn this place to the ground. And kill them all.
I don't have that much oil.
Yeah.
He says,
not burn.
Yeah, so Sildar says, The kobold is right. Stone does not burn very well.
Is there not enough wood in here? Wood floors, or is it stone floors?
It's stone floors.
Ah, never
Oh.
mind. Forget it.
Alright, so I will carefully start going down the darkness stairs that I cannot see.
I'll go in front of him,
Okay.
and I'm stealthing.
Okay.
So, like,
Make
do this
a
around
stealth.
the
Make a
walls.
stealth check for me.
Whoa.
wow.
Very good. All right.
Where's Urus?
You feel pretty damn sneaky. You manage to descend the staircase, and every time there's a little rock or a pebble or maybe a piece of broken glass, you manage to spot it just in time and step just out of its way. And you descend what seems to be probably about 2 stories. This staircase wraps around about twice until you find yourself looking into a fairly large room in front of you. Now, in this particular room, let me get the audio right for the stream here. There we go. In this particular room, you see that the room opens onto this 5-foot wide landing, about 15 feet above a large cellar, and there are stone steps that descend to the next floor down in 2 short flights. So you have a staircase to your right and a staircase to your left, and they both kind of circle around and meet back in the center of the room. There's from where you're standing, you can see a large stone cistern that occupies the western part of the room. And there's the walls of the room are lined with just kegs and barrels.
Am I free to go ahead and just kind of
Absolutely.
check stuff out? Okay. Uthal, go along wall. Yes. Be careful. Can you see at all right now?
Oh,
What?
no, I cannot see or talk at all, but I will try and go on the wall, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Left or right or whatever.
Right.
I'll turn what I think is right, and then I'll try and, like, do this.
Urus, when you make it down to that, just right back here, you notice that back behind you and to the right, kind of to the northeast, that there is a passageway that actually leads up underneath the staircase that you came through. So the room continues obviously to the west, but there is another pathway that leads up around to the north.
Am I able to peek around the corner and look down that pathway?
Absolutely. And I'll uncover it for you here, because I had to put a roll 20 limitations. I had to put a a wall there. So let's see if this works here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. It won't let me. What the fuck? Oh, hold on. That's why. Maybe? Would like to reveal area, please?
Boris. Susan sees nothing.
Yes, we will use light soon. This room seems okay, but there is a path under us. Might be bad. Wait until Urus's eyes adjust. Yes.
Okay.
Let's jump back down.
Okay.
Do you see that I revealed?
No, I see nothing. Past this wall here.
Let's try this then. What about anything? Nothing?
No.
Okay, well here I'll just. Damn it! Hold on. I'll just do this. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so in that case, I'm gonna go back up to the group. Someone hold out a weapon. Yes.
I hold out Tom.
I'll cast light on it, which should allow him to emit light for everybody.
Okay. Let's see. I need to get to him real quick. I gotta move Susan out of the way. There we go. What's the range on the lighting?
It should be. Let me double check because I think it's a little more in the torch actually. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for another 20 feet. So 40 feet total, but bright for 20.
Okay. So now you should be able to see, and you should be emitting that light.
Yes, thank you.
So
much
everybody
better.
should be able to see now.
I can
Okay.
see much better.
Stay a little behind, or else we'll go in the darkness. Yes.
Okay.
And as you delve into the darkness there, we are going to take a quick break and come right back here in just a few minutes. So, we're going to take like a 15 just to use the restroom, get some refills and everything like that, kind of reset our brains, maybe give these guys a chance to figure out how they want to go through this deep, dark cellar. So if you're new with us and you're enjoying it so far, give us a follow. If you want to support the channel, let's get them subscriptions rolling. But give us about 15 minutes, and we will be right back and continue. And hopefully, everybody won't die. Cool. All right, everybody, we are back. Sorry about the extended wait. We're having some technical difficulties. So we're working through that right now. But until then, outside of the technical difficulties we're having, how do y'all feel about everything so far?
Ors thinks we should have taken tunnel. Yes. Does not like front door. Send all his ass. Should have ignored.
I think I agree.
We did save him from a bunch of puny goblins. We should have just did what we wanted and made him follow.
Based on past experience, sideshow is best when charging head first into danger. Slow and steady is weird. Yes.
Very. I agree.
I like watching the blood of my enemies pour everywhere.
Yes, tunnel sounds better.
We do have lots of things to do and look for. We have a very big checklist.
Yes.
I mean, once we kill the red brand, and then we kill the orcs and collect our bounty, and then we kill the town master. I think we're all.
Rob Town Master.
Oh, we're not killing him?
I
Killing
thought
him
we
is
were.
not on the
No.
list.
What if we find out that he is working for the red brand?
If he's the red brand, he dies.
Yes.
I agree. I say if he's red brand, we kill him and then tell everybody about it.
If he's Big Wiener, he lives.
This is likely outcome. Yes.
I hate him.
Wait, is Big Wiener or has Big Wiener?
How tall was he?
He was
He was a short guy, right?
5'9", 5'10". Yes. Short, big, wide.
He's a big guy.
Um,
How big were his shoes? Did we get to look at his feet?
From palm to index.
How big were his hands?
Wait a moment, I am reloading here.
We also need to find the missing family. The Thel
Family.
missing
Where the
the
husband was killed and then the wife and child were taken.
All right, the Thel family. And
Who is this?
then
Who is Stel?
I don't remember offhand, but somebody told us, so I wrote it down. Let me go through my brain.
I'm pretty sure Pretty Lady at the
Woodcarver.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Woodcarver.
Woodcarver family.
Right.
They are likely dead. Yes.
Well, even if we find them, it still checks the box.
Who told us about Woodcarver? Eatermath? Yes, Eater.
That sounds familiar.
All right, let's
I'm
see if
pretty sure
this.
it was the elf and the pretty lady at the inn.
Oh, yes.
Can everybody see?
I can see, but if I told you I could see that triangle again,
Is it still
would you be
fucking
mad?
there?
Not that ID10T has wall hacks or anything, but
Honestly, I don't know. We're just gonna roll with it though.
10T will turn off wall hacks.
Yes, this is good for game clarity. Yes.
Still there? Wall hack still there?
Susan
Wall
will
hacks
turn
are
off wall
still
hacks.
enabled.
Yeah, Susan could see them too.
That's so fucking incredibly frustrating. Fuck you, roll 20.
That's not nice.
All
At
right.
least we can continue to have our campaign and not have to worry about infecting each other with the you know what.
Here, I'll do this. This will be a fix for now. Is it gone?
Now it's the state of Indiana.
I will say yes to please the game master.
Gone.
Now it's gone.
Okay. All right, we'll deal with that later. Okay, so back to where we were. You are in this large sort of cellar room with all of these stairs and a large stone cistern filled with water that kind of occupies the western part of the room.
Yeah, I'm going up the little underpath that we found that I had to
Okay.
crawl under or crawl through. Not crawl, but walk through.
Okay.
And I'm gonna scout ahead enough to where Uthal's light doesn't reach wherever I'm going, so that way I'm gonna just be in darkness.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, is this door shut right now? Yeah, this door's shut.
The door is shut. So in that particular room, you see that there is thick dust that covers the flagstones of this somber hallway. The walls are decorated with faux columns every 10 feet, and the double doors at the end of the hall are sheathed in copper plate, which have now turned green with age. There's a relief carving of a mournful angel that graces the door.
Does this area look like it's been traveled through at all?
Yes.
Okay. Follow. Come. Yes. Doors. This way.
Boris, I can see nothing. Uto has not come. I'm in the corner. I can't see.
I told them to. Urs told them to come. Yes, they should come.
Where?
Now.
I do not. Did you go under these stairs here?
Yes.
Yes.
So there is a pathway. Yep, there you go. That goes underneath these stairs into that hallway.
I know where it was.
Okay.
Let me go. Okay, I see the stairs. Okay, I will go underneath the stairs. For whatever reason, it's still very dark when I go forward. But I can see now. Okay. Okay. This is like a nightmare. This is scary. Okay, I see a little bit. Hello. Hello. Okay, I see Oris. Oris, I see you. I start yelling.
No. Shh. Hold up. No. Shh. Stay against wall. Keep light back. Yes.
Okay.
Uto, I'm very glad
Tinty,
you are here.
I need you to
I
stop
could
right
not
there
see
for
anything.
me. As you continue forward around this hallway, at the point at which you step there, you hear a loud click, and then the floor drops out from under you. And I need you to make a dexterity acrobatics saving throw, please.
So a dex saving throw?
Mm-hmm. Okay. As the floor gives out from underneath you, you manage to turn and catch the ledge on the side. Looking down, you see it drops down about 10 feet, just into a pit. No spikes or anything like that, just a concrete pit beneath you.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Susan, can you give me a hand?
Of course. Of
Oh.
course.
Traps.
What
I walk
happened?
5 feet up, and I try and help him.
Okay, yeah, you managed to pull him up pretty easily.
Well, watch out for those.
Yes. Traps now. We check for traps. I want to check the bronzish greenish door to see where hands were last put.
Okay. It looks like, I tell you what, make an investigation check. It's kind of hard to say. This thing is so rusted, and just the fact that this has just kind of decayed over time has made it difficult to make out where people have been interacting with it.
Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna try to open whatever this is.
Okay. The doors actually push right open with no issue whatsoever.
I'll slowly step into here and just look around.
Okay.
There's
So,
some skeletons on the ground.
There are 3 large stone sarcophagi that stand within this dusty crypt. And propped up against each sarcophagus is a human skeleton clad in bits of rusty mail. False columns along the walls are carved in the image of spreading oak trees, and the double doors that you've walked in are still on the other side as well, sheathed in this tarnished copper plate.
Is there are there foot or like a path, an uncovered dust path leading through here too?
Yes. It looks
Okay,
so from what you've seen so far, most of these areas have actually been fairly well traveled.
Okay. I'll motion for everyone to kind of come along. It's another room without enemies, as far as I can tell.
I wonder what Urus is doing in the darkness.
Oh, come. I can signal. Yes. Let's give signal.
Oh, what? What?
Come. Come.
Oh,
Uzo,
Jesus.
come. Big dumb.
Okay, I will come slowly.
Yes.
Now, the pit is still given way beneath you, but there is a small little ledge around that you can attempt to skirt if you want, or you can attempt to jump across.
How wide is it?
It's about 10 feet.
10 feet. Oh man, kind of far.
Is this the hole?
I'm sorry. Let me pull it up here for you. My apologies. That is the hole there.
Wow. Okay.
Susan would like to go to the very back of the hallway so she can take a running leap.
Okay. Make an athletics
uh,
check for me.
Do I need to boop, boop, boop? Let's do this in real life. Okay. Athletics check.
Okay. That's enough. You pretty easily make it across the opening there on the
run
other
now.
side.
Very impressive.
I just squat down and try to shimmy across the side.
Okay, then I need you to make a dexterity check for me. Acrobatics. Okay, you make it about 3/4 of the way across, and then one of the stones just gives out from underneath your foot, and you fall
Ooh.
all the
I
way
hear this.
Can I
into
run
the
and try
pit.
and try and catch him or?
From where you are, no. So
I'm gonna
you
walk back.
are going to take a little bit of damage here, 10T. You're going to take 9 bludgeoning damage as you hit the floor at the bottom of that pit.
I would like to extend my arm down to try and hoist him up from this side.
Yeah, I mean, it's only about 10 feet, so if he were to stand up and kind of jump, he could reach your arm.
ID.
I will do that.
Okay.
Very hurt.
Take my hand.
And you're able to pull him up.
Wow.
If you needed help,
Oh.
why did you not tell me? I could
I
have
thought
given
I
you
could
my
make
rope.
it, to be honest. I guess
okay. We all it's okay.
I guess I just need to put some more oil in my hips.
Probably yes. Yes.
I'll do what Susan did.
Okay, make an athletics check for me.
Trendsetter. JD, you look very, very white.
I know. I sometimes have to pull up web pages, and it makes my face super bright.
Oh, okay.
You make it across, no problem. And Sildar is going to follow suit and attempt to jump across here. And he is going to fall a little short. Although, since you guys are right there, you could make a reaction to try and grab him.
I will try to
will.
help the weakling.
Okay, so you reach around and you do manage to grab his hand before it slips off into the pit, and you pull him up.
Don't worry, puny human. We are here to help you.
I appreciate it.
Urus, what we do now?
Come inside. Yes.
Okay. Okay, we're here.
Okay. Looking at these skeletons, they're probably really old and super dead. Are their tombs like open slightly, or are they just closed?
They are closed. But looking at each sarcophagus, they look to have been carved on the top. And it looks like it's been carved to sort of depict the person who was entombed within. And you see 2 human males and 1 human female, all looking like they're of noble bearing.
Okay, now we grave rob. Yes.
Very rough.
Whoa. What?
Yes. Look for valuable, maybe, in tombs. I pat the one next to me.
I've heard bad stories of this.
I mean, Master Urus, if that's what you say to do, I'll do whatever you want. But
Don't
they've been
feel-
dead for a while, probably, so I don't think we can eat them. But
Don't feel comfortable.
Wait, confused, Uthal. Why?
I don't know. It may not be a good thing, but I just, this is first day.
But if it item can help us, and they dead, and I'll just point to the bodies again, then better for us. Yes.
Maybe. Maybe not. I'm ready.
Does it look like something I can push?
No. You would
Urus,
probably
do
need
you
some help.
I can, whatever Urus says, I will do. Urus is boss.
Let's check tomb. Yes, this one.
Okay.
So you pushing the sarcophagus open?
Yes, Urus says to push. I push.
Okay, so you fairly easily slide the sarcophagus open. And inside, you see mostly kind of moldering bones and scraps of clothing. But on the
Is there
finger,
a wine bottle?
of this skeleton in here, you see a platinum signet ring.
Urus, do you want the ring? Or is the ring mine?
Ring, shiny.
Ring.
Take. Sure.
Is it magical?
I don't know.
Very nice.
Yes, take ring. Dead have no use for ring, unless dead. Not dead. Then we make dead. Then get ring. Yes.
I see. Yes.
Okay,
I
so you're
take the
taking the
ring.
ring? Okay.
Yep.
You very easily pull the ring off of the finger of the skeleton, and now it's just in your hand.
And it's a platinum ring.
It is. It looks like it'd probably be worth around 50 gold.
Okay then.
Maybe rings for everybody, yes?
First tomb, dumb, useless ring. Next tomb, yes.
You hear Sildar let out an audible sigh. There just is not enough. I do not have the words to describe how wrong this is. You're grave robbing. You've come down here to help the city and you're grave robbing?
If Tomb had sword of magic stabbing, then stab Red Brand better. Yes.
Sildar, I did not come down here to help town. I came down here to find Uncle Gundy. These people are dead. They don't need these.
I suppose I cannot stop you, but just know that I don't approve.
Okay. Next one, Urus. Next one.
Uthal needs to open. Yes.
Okay, well, maybe I'll just shove it open.
So you shove it open. The lid of the sarcophagus sort of falls off to the side. And again, more just kind of old, moldy bones. But another signet ring, platinum, on the finger of this one as well.
Uthal sees magic weapon. Yes.
No. This place is boring.
Stupid tomb. Last tomb's probably stupid ring.
We're 0 for 2.
Okay.
I don't feel like pushing that one off. This is lame.
Susan, do last one. Yes.
Okay.
Susan.
I'm coming, I said. It takes a minute. It is this one here?
No.
That one's already open.
Just kidding. This one here.
Yes.
I push.
Okay, and same thing. Another skeleton, another platinum ring.
I already have a ring. Who wants this one?
Nope.
Urus has no use for ring.
Tenti finds jewelry clunky and unnecessary.
Where? Next room.
So there's a door to the northwest and a door to the northeast.
Others, you know the way.
I want to look at both doors, and are either of them covered in dust at all again, or are they just?
No, as a matter of fact, you see light actually coming out from underneath this door. But when you approach it, you hear something behind you, kind of and as you turn around to look, the 3 armored skeletons that were on the ground begin to animate and stand up and grab their weapons. And I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
This does not sound good.
So click token, then roll initiative, correct?
That is correct.
I'm in the middle of the field.
See, I'll roll initiative for you.
Go back and then I go there. What?
Oh, that -1.
That's a real bummer.
Okay, it looks like everybody has rolled their initiative. Let's see, this music's a little loud for the stream.
While this is going on, can I also... I think that I was supposed to have learned some spells and have them prepared because I have 2 spell slots.
That sounds like a problem not for now, Susan, but a problem for earlier, Susan. Because if you didn't prepare them, they ain't prepared right now.
Well, that's a bummer.
That's a big bummer.
Kira, they're smite slots.
So I
You
don't
don't-
actually do spells.
Well, the meme version says you don't do spells, but you should have spells, though. Just in case.
Yes, so you use those spell slots to actually
Yeah, you
use your divine smite.
No.
Okay,
Oh.
so this first skeleton's going to shamble over and make an attack against Sildar with its short sword, which is going to hit. And I also need to tell this to roll damage as well. I don't know why I didn't. Where it is? There it is. Roll damage. So I'm just gonna say it hits. We'll see what the damage does here. So for 6 piercing damage against Sildar. That brings us to this one, who's going to immediately take a swing against you, Uthal. And that's going to be a 10 to hit.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Not today.
And that is going to miss. That will bring us to you, Uthal.
I will return the favor and attack him with my great axe.
Okay, make an attack. That is definitely going to hit as you cleave right into this thing for 7 damage. Absolutely sending some bones just flying off to the side, but this thing is still standing. Does that end your turn?
Yes, I will end my turn.
Okay. This one here is going to turn around and make an attack toward you, Susan.
Okay.
That's going to be an 18 to hit.
You hit me.
You will take 5 piercing damage. And that will bring us to Sildar, who is going to take a swing back at the one that attacked him. A 12 is going to be a miss, though, as this skeleton parries with its short sword, which will bring us to you, Urus.
I'm gonna Sacred Flame the one Uthal hit.
Okay.
So that means it needs to make a Dexterity saving throw, I believe. Yeah.
That's an 8.
Ooh.
I hit him for 1 radiant damage.
Okay. You see some just a faint light sort of emanate from the skull of this creature, and it seems disoriented for a moment, but still remains standing. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'm gonna try to spend the rest of my time paying attention to this door that has light behind it, just in case something starts approaching it.
Okay. 10T.
I will attack the one just right in front of me
Okay.
with my short sword.
Alrighty. Make that attack. A 13 is barely going to hit as you glance off of its shoulder, but you do connect for 5 damage as you knock off one of his kind of collarbones and shoulder blades.
I'll do some 360 tornado attack and hit him with my other short sword.
Which also hits for another 2 damage as you follow up and take out one of his hip bones.
I'll end my turn.
All right, Susan, that brings us to you.
I would like to hit this one.
Okay.
And I want to do two-handed with my battle axe.
Okay. That is going to miss as this skeleton just sort of dodges up against the wall to the side as you come down with it.
Womp womp. Okay.
End your turn?
I hold my ground.
Okay. This skeleton, after being slashed a couple times by you, Tinty, is going to turn and attack you with its short sword. That's going to be a 21 to hit for 7 piercing damage as it stabs right into some of your circuitry and your gears, right in your torso. The next one's going to take another swing at you, Uthal. For 16.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. For 6 damage as it comes across your chest with its short sword. Uthal, it is your turn.
I will attack the guy who attacked me. And I'm going to do a reckless attack. So I have advantage, but then if anybody attacks me, they have advantage. So let's get that ready. Wow. Didn't need it.
So that is going to hit for 10 slashing damage as you actually come right through the spine of this thing and completely obliterate it, and it falls into a pile of bones on the floor.
Perfect. I will run up behind this one, and then I will end my turn.
Okay. That's going to bring us to this skeleton here, who is going to take another swing at you, Susan.
Okay.
Which
definitely
is going to
hit.
be a nat 20, which is going to deal a total of 8 piercing damage as it runs you through the shoulder right with its short sword, and blood just sort of kind of spurts out of your shoulder. Sildar is going to retaliate against the one in front of him, the one that attacked 10T, and he is going to attack with advantage since Uthal is flanking with his scimitar. And that's going to be a 21 to hit.
Hey-o.
Why are you not auto-rolling damage, you bastard?
On Twitch, it's not showing my current HP either, just so you know.
Like on the overlay?
Yeah,
Are you doing it in D&D Beyond?
I am.
Okay. So your health in D&D Beyond is correct, but it's not correct on the overlay?
Yeah, I have four health. But it shows that I have 17, just so you know.
Okay, thank you. We'll have to take a look at that later. Alright, so let's see the damage. So he is going to do 5 slashing damage to this as, again, more bones just go flying off to the side, but there are still skeletons standing. That will end his turn. Urus, you're up.
I am going to Sacred Flame again. That one.
Okay.
Oh, this will be a good one if
That's
he
a good one.
fails.
Let's see. That's a 5, so he is
Ew.
going to fail. Let's see, that's 8 radiant damage. Very good. As you see bits and pieces of bone and just rotted flesh just burn away for 8 damage. And this thing looks badly wounded, but still shambling.
I'm just gonna-
Is that end your turn?
Well, when he got hit, did it look like Radiant affected him any more than it should have, or it just looked like a normal hit on any person?
Radiant damage does not deal double damage to skeletons.
Okay, I'm good then.
Okay.
Jonathan,
Yes.
as an update, I refreshed Twitch and it is reflecting properly now.
Okay. 10T. You're muted, 10T.
Yes, that was a test. I would like to finish the one directly in front of me.
Okay. 11 is going to, unfortunately, miss, as this thing is just being battered around between Uthal and and Sildar, and it just takes a turn that you can't quite predict and dodges out of the way.
Well, I will come back with my other short sword and hopefully hit.
That one misses as well.
Oh.
10T would like to power down, but knows his friends can't help it, so he will end his turn.
Okay. That'll bring us to you, Susan, the lizard person.
This one I would like to try and hit again. Like to try.
Okay.
You got this.
I will do this again with a two-handed battle axe.
That one is going to hit.
Okay.
For 6 damage as you come down with your battle axe and just absolutely decapitate the skeleton. Its skull flies off of its shoulders and bounces across the floor, smashing into one of the sarcophagi over on the side, and is now fallen into a pile of bones, leaving one remaining skeleton.
That
Well,
is how
soon
you
as
do
I
it.
did that, I kind of stumbled a little because I'm feeling very, very poorly.
Okay.
No.
That is going to bring us to this skeleton's turn, who is going to take another swing at Sildar here, which is going to hit for 8 piercing damage as he runs Sildar right through his side. And you hear Sildar just cry out in pain, and blood's just sort of pooling down the side of his armor.
Same, Sildar, same.
Uthal.
It is time to finish this. I'll do a reckless against the last one.
Okay. That is going to hit, and you actually come clean down and completely cut this skeleton into 2, and it falls into bones on the floor. And we are currently out of initiative.
Whew. That was scary.
I'd like to look at Sildar and Susan and you two don't look too good, and use Cure Wounds on myself.
Oh, man.
And you heal for 6.
Yes. We should heal you too a bit. Yes. And I'll tap Susan's shin and cast a Cure Wounds.
Urus, thank you. Thank you so much.
I'll walk up to Sildar and I'll do the same thing. He looks hurt, right?
Sildar looks very, very hurt, and he's sort of coughing up blood.
Okay, I heal him for 6.
All right. And that wound on his side sort of starts to patch up, and the blood stops pouring from his side, and he seems to be catching his breath a bit.
When you prepare a spell, how long does that take?
I don't think you have any spells to prepare. I think you can just use your spell slots for Divine Smite, right?
In D&D Beyond, it says I know a bunch of, they're just like very
Paladins do get a
holy-ish
couple of spells,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like bless ceremony.
but it's a smite or a spell for the slot.
Yeah.
And you get like protection and stuff like that.
Cure Wounds is the one I'm particularly looking at.
Cure Wounds, Hunter's Mark.
So I would say that if you were to take a short rest or something, you could prepare it. And
Perhaps
because
we should take a short rest, everybody.
preparing a spell is more or less looking through like a spell book or reflecting on the spell itself, something like that. That would basically have it at the forefront of your thoughts.
Right.
Think of it like a wizard having a dictionary of spells, and he would need to, essentially select a few that he would be ready to cast at a moment's notice. But if he wasn't directly thinking about that one or having a certain spell just prepared, he wouldn't be able to just think of it on the spot.
I see.
If I remember right, you just know X amount
Yeah.
of spells. I don't think you can like prepare them, if I remember correctly. If that makes any sense.
I'll have to look it up. Or everybody in chat knows, y'all can chime in.
Paladin was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay, what should we do now?
Make sure this door is safe if you want to rest. Yes. Right here. There is light under the door. Yes.
I mean, I can stand a guard if you want. I'm okay, just a couple nicks. If you want to rest.
Yes, we need to rest. I agree. But on the other side of door, and I walk up to Uthal, there is light.
Oh, sorry.
Someone on other side of door while we rest is bad, yes?
So you want me to like lean against door?
No,
Oh,
kick door open. Yes.
that does not make sense to rest here.
I cover my hand with my.
You want me to kick door open so we can rest?
Okay, Urus, explain slow. So this room right now, no enemy. Yes.
Correct.
Everyone agree.
Right.
Okay.
Agree.
I point to the door with the light.
Right.
Door has light under it. Enemy
Yes.
could be on other side. Yes.
True.
Agree. Okay.
Yes.
So we rest. You stand guard. Fine. Enemy knows we're here because we were very loud and Urus yelling right now. So enemy have time to prepare. Enemy have time to attack. Guard useless. Yes. Everyone agree.
Which way
Agree.
does the door open?
Hard to say.
Can I
Maybe
go? I want to look at the hinges.
Looking at the hinges, it looks like it opens inward.
Does this sarcophagus move?
No.
Shit.
Maybe we prop all the tops of the sarcophagus up against the door.
Ah, genius.
I am a robot.
You see Sildar kind of hobble over to one of the sarcophagi and sort of sit down and just lean against it. Let out a gasp.
All right, so I'll take. Or go ahead.
Puny human needs rest as well.
All right.
It's tough times.
Okay, so I will barricade this. So I'll take the 3 lids and then like sandwich style them in front of the door. Right here.
Okay.
They're not coming in.
As he's doing that, Tenti would like to pile all the bones of the skeletons that we just killed and go to the back room and throw them into that pit.
Okay. So one by one, you grab the skeletons and you start throwing them into the pit. And they sort of make this loud clanging and the sound of bones hitting the floor noise as they crash into the floor.
Just in case.
That's a really good idea, honestly.
I am a robot.
Yes,
Okay.
you are.
Iris, right here.
Yes, me too. I slumped to the ground.
You
Okay.
want to sit here for like an hour?
However long until a short rest is done, right? So it's 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours.
So if we're talking we're asking about a short rest?
Mhm.
So yeah, short rest would be at least an hour of just sitting around, either resting, reading, just doing, nothing that would cause any, like basically it's just mindless activities. Nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, tending to wounds, stuff like that.
Tenti would like to do just a short reboot.
Yeah.
1 hour. Yes.
That's probably a good idea.
I want to roll 1, maybe 2 hit dice to regain hit points while we short rest.
So each of you should have 2 hit die.
Yep. 4 for the first one, definitely doing 2.
Yeah, and you can decide after each one.
Okay.
13. Perfect. Ah, yes, I feel so much better now.
Sildar is going to take a short rest as well, and attempt
Do
to heal up a bit.
do spells recover on a short rest?
It kind of depends. Most spell slots do not, unless it specifically says that something recovers on a short rest.
I feel much better now.
And you see Sildar looking like he's feeling quite a bit better.
Is everybody better?
Much. Thank you.
Right, well, I will take these slabs out of the way. I move them out of the way.
Okay, so you,
Wait just a minute before we proceed. As an action, I would like to cast Divine Sense.
okay, and what are you looking to do with Divine Sense?
Well, it says I can detect good and evil. So
Evil.
beyond 20.
Fey, fiend, or undead, if I remember right.
There it is.
Okay. Presence of strong evil. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces until the end of your next turn. You know the locations of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You don't
behind cover because it's the door. I see now.
You don't sense any additional undead or anything in the general vicinity.
Okay.
So I should move the stones?
Yes.
Alright, I moved the stones.
Okay. You do just that.
So we don't want to go down dark door, we want to go down this door. Right, Oris?
Oris does not know which door to go. No.
Are you going to smash this door open?
No. Oris doesn't see light anymore. Is the light there still?
It is.
Oh, light is still there, and did not hear anything in the night. No, for the last hour. Yes, so maybe no enemies.
Is it locked? Is it unlocked?
Maybe. I'll grab it and just try to open it.
It is unlocked, and you feel it open to kind of move inward.
It is open. Yes.
And just to show you, just to let you know, the door when it opens, the side of the door that's on the north is the side that opens, not the side on the south.
Okay. I'll just open it all the way.
Okay. As soon as you open it, you hear two loud clicks as two arrows come flying at your direction. And I'll need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative one more time.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So that's going to be a 17 and a 13 to hit.
Both of those are going to hit me.
Okay. I'll turn this down a little bit here.
Unless, let me ask this. Are these trap shooting or people shooting?
Looks to be people shooting.
All right, are they like intentionally aiming at our waist or lower, or would they be aiming at the chest or higher?
They would have been aiming at whatever opened the door.
Oh.
They were staring right at it.
Okay.
As you hear, kill it! And both of those hit?
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be 13 damage.
Oof.
as 2 crossbow bolts sink directly into you. Let me roll initiative for Sildar here as well. All right, 10T.
Hearing this, I'd like to move up,
Okay.
but with everybody else in the way.
So you can move through. You can't end your turn there, but if you move through the same space, it is considered a difficult terrain. So it would double your movement speed to move through it.
Okay. Knowing that it's going to exhaust me trying to move through them, I'm just going to kind of stand behind everybody, and I will end my turn from there.
Okay. Urus, you've just been shot twice with heavy crossbow bolts. You've got blood sort of gushing out. What would you like to do?
I cannot see into the room at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. So now that the door is open, you see 2 red brand thugs with crossbows aimed at the doorway.
I am going to cast... I'll Sacred Flame the one that's closer to me. He has to make a dex save, or he's going to get for the maximum of 1 damage.
Okay. That's going to be an 18.
Oh,
All right, so he's good. I'm gonna roll into the sarcophagus next to me while pulling bolts out. Urus has cleared the way. Go in and kill. Yes. And I'll end my turn inside the sarcophagus.
Okay. That's going to bring us to this first thug who is going to take another shot through the door, through the open door. Let me see who he can see here. He's going to be taking a shot at you, Uthal.
all right, all right.
It's going to be a 10, which I believe misses,
Not today.
as it just goes soaring through the air. And you hear him, damn it! And that's going to end his turn. Uthal, that does bring us to your turn, though.
Cool. All right, it is Tom time. I will run. I will.
Tom.
I will attack this guy. Just standard great axe.
Okay. That definitely hits as you cleave into his leg and sort of bring him down to one knee, but he's still standing. He drops his crossbow on the ground.
That is what you get, and I'll slide right here, and then I'll.
Okay. Susan.
I will walk into the room. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I want to attack this guy
Okay.
with my battle axe. I will
Okay.
be doing this two-handed because why not? It does not hit, I am sure.
That is going to miss. As he manages to sort of back up against the metal cellar bars, or the kind of the cell bars behind him, as you just barely miss him.
I have to say, I miss rolling an actual dice. I feel like the real dice like me better.
Hey, look, I feel the same way.
Dice.
I feel the same way when we play on Mondays. Is that in your turn?
I guess so.
You can always change your color if you want. That helped me.
Maybe I'll do that. I'll do that.
All right, that's going to bring us to the red brand thug who is going to try and swing back at you, Susan,
Better not.
with his mace. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
Nope, not today, Satan.
Okay, and he is going to come back and attempt to backhand you with it with a multi-attack.
Sure hope not.
Which is going to be a 24 to
You
hit.
Me. Whatever.
And that's going to be 10 damage as you spend your time sort of scoffing and laughing at him, and he clocks you across the side of the mouth with his mace. And that will end his turn. And he says, "Filthy beasts, come down here! Not in our house!" That's going to bring us. That's going to bring us to Sildar, who is going to run into the room and immediately make a swing at the one that attacked you, Susan, as he goes in for a slash with his scimitar. And that is going to hit and deal 2 slashing damage to this one in front of you as he kind of cuts across his arm. That's going to his turn. 10T, you are up.
Seeing the one in front of Susan, I'd like to shoot my longbow towards him.
Okay. That is going to go flying into the cellar room, and you hear the bow, or not the bow, the arrow, just crash against the stone wall in the back.
Being disappointed with myself and wanting to do a full reset, I guess I will just end my turn.
You can change your color too.
Might need to.
Urus.
I'm gonna just pop my head up above the sarcophagus and just point my finger at the Wonder Uthal again to try and sacred flame him.
Okay, so he needs to make a dex save for a 4, which is going to fail. As you see his skin start to boil and burn from the radiant light that starts emanating from his very being. He screams out in pain, but is still standing.
I'll duck under the. I'll duck back into my sarcophagus.
Okay. That is going to bring us back to the thug who is going to take a swing back at Sildar, because he saw him take a swing at his buddy. And that is going to be a 16 to hit, which is going to deal 4 damage as he clocks Sildar right across the ribs. And he is going to multi-attack and come across with another attack, which is going to miss as Sildar actually blocks it with his scimitar, which will bring us to Uthal.
I will continue attacking the one that's in front of me. Standard attack.
Standard procedure.
Standard attack. Not raging or reckless. Just standard.
Okay.
Whew.
That is definitely going to hit. And as you go to swing, you actually kind of wind up, and it looks like you're going to take a side swing. So he goes to parry from his side, but you end up coming straight down across right in between his head, and your axe buries itself all the way down to his nose. And you actually have to put your foot on his chest to pull the axe out of his skull as he falls down to the ground, dead.
Perfect. Good job, Tom. I'll step over here, and I will end my turn.
You can't step over there because that is a locked cell over there.
Well, then I will just stay where I was. I didn't see the bars.
Yeah, no, it's fine. That is... does that end your turn?
End. Yep.
Okay, that brings us to Susan.
Okay, I want to attack the guy who was a jerk to me. Since two-handed does not seem to like me, I'm going to try and attack him with my battle axe with only one hand.
Okay, so you kind of balance yourself with one hand, but he manages to come up and parry it.
Of course he does. I do nothing more.
Actually, I'm sorry, that was 11, right?
Yeah.
No, okay. So he actually does go up to parry it, but you overpower it and you come down, and your axe actually sinks into his clavicle, just barely doing the damage, but connecting nonetheless for 2 damage.
Perfect.
Good job. Is that in your turn?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. He is going to make a counterattack against you.
Of course he is.
You guys are locked in battle, and is going to hit you for 6 damage.
Y'all a bunch of haters.
Yeah, bunch of haters. And just in his rage, with his multi-attack, he's going to take a second attack, and it's going to be a 16 to hit.
Oh, thank God he doesn't hit me. Whew.
Okay, you managed to parry that one off.
Barely misses.
Sildar is up, and he goes and takes a slash at this thug in front of him here, but is parried with the mace by the thug there. 10T.
Yes, I would like to try to reshoot the one in front of Susan, hoping that I don't hit the wall behind it.
I believe in you. You hit the wall behind it.
We need real dice.
I turn around and start kicking the sarcophagus behind me in frustration, and I will end it.
Urus. Somebody give this man advantage.
Get out of my sarcophagus and climb out, seeing everyone surrounding this guy. And I will, I guess, I need a bow. Just Sacred Flame him again.
Okay.
You don't need a bow. You'll probably hit the wall behind him as well.
He is going to resist that. He sees the flames start to ignite his clothing, and he kind of puts it out as quickly as he can before it's able to deal any damage.
I run behind Susan.
Okay, Uthal.
I will step over the dead guy, and then I will attack this guy. Standard,
He manages to duck out of the way just
This
as
guy.
your great axe comes down. This man has evasion like nobody's ever seen.
Right.
This is Neo. Susan.
you will not do that again.
I'm gonna go back to trying two-handed. May as well, YOLO.
I think you still have your bite attack as well, right? Your special bite.
There you go.
Yeah. 9. He takes 9 damage.
You do manage to catch him off guard this
Clear
time.
in half.
As
Cut him clear in half.
as he is fixated on Uthal and dodging his attack, he loses attention of you for just a moment. Just enough for you to come and just cleave right into his side, dealing 9 damage. And he is screaming out in pain, but
Is he still
still
alive?
somehow still standing.
I want to bite him.
Okay, as a bonus action, I think you can do that, yeah? With your
Yeah.
ability?
Ooh.
Make a bite attack.
Okay.
Boop.
That hits for 3 damage,
Is he dead now?
which is enough to put him down. Where are you biting?
Hey.
How do you want to do this?
I want to bite him in his neck and tear out part of his skin and his jugular. With
Okay.
blood seeping down my face.
You see Susan
That's
just
how I want to
lean
do it.
in with her jaws and bite straight into the side of this thug's neck, and just blood starts spurting out all over her face and running down his armor. You see the life leave his eyes, and he goes limp inside of her mouth before she finally rips out a piece of meat, and he falls to the ground dead. And we are now, once again, out of initiative.
That was gross.
In frustration,
Thank you.
as I'm walking up, kicking the ground and anything kind of in front of me, I'd like to see if any of my arrows were not broken that hit the wall.
How many arrows did you shoot?
3.
You're able to get one of them back.
Okay, well, I kicked the dead bodies in even more frustration.
I touched myself and gained back 10 points of health. With my lay on hands pull.
Okay, you do just that.
I think they were waiting for us.
Let's put my hands on my hips and just tilt my head while looking at Uthal. Yes. Enemies on other side of door. Who expected that? Not Urus.
Right. Well, you told us they were there, but they knew we were there. Whoops! I walked through the wall. Well, they knew we were there too.
Give them too much time to prepare. They sit there with a crossbow just waiting. Should have kicked in door. Should have killed when had chance. I'm gonna pick up one of their crossbows and a bag of bolts from them.
Okay.
And you said it was a heavy crossbow?
Is a heavy crossbow,
Okay.
which is a martial weapon, I believe.
Do they have any healing potions on them? I would like to search their bodies specifically for healing potions.
They do not.
Anything else of interest? Any beef jerky?
On these particular ones, you actually do not find really much of anything on them besides their maces and their heavy crossbows.
Lame. Don't want.
And unfortunately, Tinty, their bolts are not quite the same as what you would use with your bow.
Realizing this, I'd like to kick the dead bodies even more.
How many bolts are there?
Each one of them, after what they shot, probably have about 6 left each.
Okay.
And they're what? They're longbows?
Heavy crossbows.
Very heavy. Almost way over half of Urus. Very heavy crossbow.
So I have a longbow. Can I use those arrows in mine? Or no?
You can't. They're bolts, so they're a little shorter and more rigid. They're not really made to be used with a stringed bow.
Okay. I kick the body too. I'm inspired by Ivy Tempting.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Urus.
Hmm?
You
Yes.
were hurt. You could have told me. I could have helped you.
Urus was shot twice at the start. Dove in
You-
sarcophagus bleeding. Yes.
Urus, you tell me next time you're hurt. I will help you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
I did not know if you were badly hurt or just kind of hurt. I knew that you got hurt, but I didn't know how bad. Next time just say, Susan, help me. And I'll help you, okay?
Yes. We'll do this.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Did they have anything else on them other than their heavy crossbows?
No, nothing at all, actually.
Okay.
Are we ready to keep moving forward?
Yes.
Yes.
Then we should try other door.
Yes, except slow. Yes.
Okay.
Is this one locked?
That one is unlocked.
Okay. I'm gonna actually step to the side. Unless Uthal, you want to do this? Yes or no?
I can do that.
Okay. You open door. Yes.
Sure.
But do not open door, peek, and then go, oh, door is slightly open, and then peek again, and then look back and go, oh, door is a little more open. See wall now, and then look back. Just peek and then go. Yes.
I don't want to be too snarky, but I've not been shot any times doing that.
Uthal could take 15 bolts, no problem. Big tough man. Yes.
Probably not, but if you say so. Which way does this door open? In or out?
This one actually opens in as well.
Okay, towards us.
No, away from you.
Oh, away from. All right. It's not locked or anything.
Nope.
I'll push it a little bit.
Okay, it does open, and you see a hallway in front of you. But if you're just kind of cracking it, it's hard to see what's down at the end.
Is it dark?
It is dark, yes.
Okay, I won't be able to see too much because it's dark.
I think you have
Tom.
Yeah, you got Tom, right?
I can give us away, but then I can see. Okay, great. So I push it further, and then I'll like stick my axe through the door to see what's going on.
So opening up the door in front of you, you see a hallway that dead ends, but there is a door at the end of the hall on the right-hand side.
Okay, we come. Nothing is in here, or nobody is in here.
Watch for traps. Yes, each room has a trap so far.
Okay, yes, I'll look at floor.
You see Sildar sort of double back into the room where you'd previously come from, with the cells in there, and come back out disappointed, almost like he was double checking. And you hear him say, I was hoping I'd at least find Yarno in there.
Don't think there was anybody in there.
As Susan warps around the room and manages to
I was looking
phase
around too, like, what's happening?
phase
Why did
through
you come in there?
the cell bars.
Oh yeah, no big deal.
Right. I'll go forward very carefully, looking for what I think looks like traps.
Okay. If you're going slowly and looking for traps, you can make a perception check if you'd like.
All right. Nope.
You don't see anything. No tripwires, pressure plates, anything like that.
It's clear. I'll walk up to this door.
Okay.
Again, does it push or pull or?
This one doesn't seem to give way at all.
Does it seem locked?
It does seem locked.
Okay, this one's locked. Everybody that's not in the hallway, it seems locked.
Hmm?
Is it made out of wood, iron, combo?
Combo, yeah.
I do Goliath math. I'll do this number on it. Like, so this looks like something I could take down.
Maybe you could try. It would not be an easy feat.
Can I go back into this room and check for secret doors or anything real quick?
Which room?
The room the guards were in.
Sure. You make a perception check. So looking around the room and even into the cells, you don't see any sign of maybe a brick that's sticking out too far or anything like that. This looks like a room strictly for holding prisoners, and doesn't seem like they would want to leave any kind of opportunity for them to find some sort of backdoor escape.
I'll walk back up there to the group then.
Urus, was there any keys on there? If you said it's locked, did they have a key on one of the bodies?
This is why Urus checked the room. Why are guards here with no key and locked door ahead? Why would they come all this way? It makes no sense to Urus.
No sense to Susan either.
I'll give the door just like a little bit of a kick, just to see what happens.
Okay. You give it a little bit of a kick, and it doesn't seem to budge at all. This thing seems sturdy.
This door is very strong.
Did you pull real hard, too? You pushed real hard. Did you pull real hard?
I'll pull real hard. I'll
Same
grab
thing.
the knocker and like...
Yeah, same thing.
Does anybody have a pick? We can pick it open.
Urus has, yes, tools. Yes.
Let me get out of the way.
we'll try to pick. Maybe not get shot. Yes.
Yes, sounds
luck.
great. Viel Glück.
Okay, so you're gonna go up and try to pick the lock.
Yeah.
Okay, so you lean down and you sort of roll out your thieves' tools, and you're looking at the lock on the door and picking the right few tools for the job. I need you to go ahead and make a dexterity check for me.
Oh, whoops. I rolled a dice on the webpage. Hold up. How do I send a... Oh, I see it. It's the number under it, isn't it?
Mhm.
There it is.
Okay, so for a few moments you sit there kind of twisting and trying to feel for the right kind of tumbler to fall over, and then all of a sudden you hear a click and your tools come out unscathed.
Hey.
Door is open, I think. Yes. Urus' work is done here. And I'll go stand behind
Urus.
Susan.
Very, very good. Very good, Urus.
Bounty hunter trick.
Nice. I will try and push the door open.
And it opens right up.
Just a little bit. I want to see.
So looking in the room, it is pretty dark in there. So through the sliver of the door, you can see maybe racks that hold some forms of weapons. It's hard to say with just a peek.
I think this is a weapon room. I will look further, and I will do like enough to like look in.
Okay, so opening the door all the way. Looking in, you do see that there are racks of weapons that line the walls of this chamber, including spears, swords, crossbows, bolts, bows. A dozen dirty red cloaks hang from hooks by the door as well.
Wow, this is impressive. I'll go ahead and walk in.
Yep.
Lots of weapons. All the weapons. Are there javelins?
You don't see a javelin, you see some spears.
We should check room with others. Yes. Tinti. Sendal. Yes.
Uto, I'm coming in.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that would be good.
Does anybody need the weapons? They are weapons for days.
Is there arrows?
There are. There are
There
about
are.
20 arrows.
About 20.
Ooh.
I counted real quick.
I am math man.
I'm math man. I count quick fast.
I would
1,
just
2,
like
20.
to grab 2.
I'll grab the other
Right.
18 then, if that's possible.
Are there any
Okay.
quivers?
You
I
don't see any
grab 18?
quivers now. You can, yeah.
Okay.
Anything unique looking in here, or just basic weaponry?
So looking more specifically at the weapon racks, you count about 12 spears, about 6 short swords. You see 4 long swords, about 6 light crossbows, and actually you do see a couple of quivers.
There are quivers. You could take all the arrows. Double quiver time, right? That's what... I'll take 3 of those spears.
Okay.
I'm gonna examine the light.
Add 'em to your
crossbow.
inventory.
No problem.
Yes, sir.
I'll take an additional quiver.
Alrighty.
Urus,
Yes.
if you take a bow and need arrows, let me know. I took all of them, but I have a few to spare now, so just let me know, okay?
Yes. Also, if we can take as much as we can, this is easy money. Yes.
Are you trying to do a fundraiser for charity?
Right. Why do we need money?
Well, with enough money, you could buy many things. big sword.
This
Bigger
place?
axe. Flying boats. Grappling hooks. Yes.
Care. No, I
Flying
don't
boats are
care.
lame.
What? After the whole last campaign, you're gonna do a whole 180 on flying boats?
Who said that? Said that you don't know me.
God, God said that.
If Urus said that we could buy feast among feast among feast, then I may, sword, flying bow. Susan doesn't care about these things.
I put my heavy crossbow down next to the light one and pick up a light one instead.
Okay. And you kind of struggle to put the heavy crossbow down. It kind of clunks on the table.
What do you know about flying boats?
Very expensive, very rare.
Okay.
Yes.
How high can you fly?
Urus does not know this. Clouds? Yes. Maybe
This
farther?
reminds me of a song I once heard about
Yeah, tell
flying.
me.
Someone said something about they believed they could fly.
Yeah.
They believed that they could.
Touch the
Touch-
sky?
You heard the song too.
Do you think about
You
it
hear
every night and day?
you hear Sildar
They
kind
said
of chime
they would
in,
spread their wings and fly away.
and he says, "Didn't that bard end up in jail?"
Maybe, probably. Talking
No
about
say.
seal?
Urus feels way more confident with this. No more stupid magic. Only weapon. Yes.
I know a pretty famous bard. He can rock your night.
I believe his name was Robert Kiley.
Oh no.
That's a different bard.
I believe he was thrown into the into the brig.
Tenty saw a play
Yeah.
once. They called it Space Jammin'. They as well sang that song from that bard. But that's all I know. They had a famous athlete.
Anyways,
We should continue. Yes.
Yes.
Right, yes, continue, focus, yes.
Does Sildal need a weapon? Yes. Longsword? Bow?
Sildar.
Sildun.
Sildar sort of walks in and let me get him in there. Sort of takes a look around at the weapons in front of him, and you see his eyes kind of just widen a bit. And you look down and see him pick up a long sword and a light crossbow with 20 bolts on it. And says, well, I suppose this will do the trick.
Yes, I suppose so.
Well, this seems like possibly a dead end.
Right.
Yes. This way. Come back.
I'll grab one of those red cloaks.
Alrighty.
This
Also,
is all
Sunworm,
random.
Sunworm, thank you for the follow, sir.
This is a very nice scarf. I like. Make a scarf out of it.
Okay, and Sildar begins to make his way back around and follow as he stretches out. And it starts to follow Urus.
Do you like
I want
my
to yell
scarf?
back, echoing. Who left pit here. What is this?
Sildar says, perhaps Uthal could bridge the gap with some of those sarcophagus tops.
This is good
Oh,
idea.
that is very smart. Very, very smart.
Okay, great. Now
And
grab
he says, wait a moment. What? I was a bit distracted by the weaponry in there. Were there some of the Red Brand outfits in there?
Yes,
Yes.
I have a scarf of it. You're jealous?
Were there more?
There are plenty of scarves.
Did you grab just one, or
Yeah, I just grabbed one and like wrapped it. Like,
perhaps this could make our journey a little safer if we threw a red scarf on, something like that. Maybe it's dark enough we could pass through undetected.
Oh, we will no longer tell them that we own the deed?
Well, I suppose technically, if we dress like them, then we would own the deed.
Oh, so we should go back and get... Okay, I'm going.
I'll go grab them.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Sildar.
I'll be the biggest red brand there is.
And a few moments later, Sildar comes back with enough red bandanas for everybody. He puts one on himself, and he hands the rest to you, Susan.
Thank you. Take one and pass it down. Uthal, you already have one? Okay. I need 10 tea. Here you go.
Thank you. This will go great with my glasses and fedora.
For sure. Urus. Here you go.
What does Zorus do with this?
Tie around your neck.
Why?
Fashion statement.
Sildar leans down and says, Urus, you understand that aside from the skeletons, everything we've fought so far, they've worn that red bandana around their neck, yes?
Yes.
All right. Now follow me here. This place filled with filthy humans, right?
Yes.
Humans can't see well in the dark. Also right.
Yes.
So, were we to disguise ourselves with one of these red bandanas to make us look like one of them, perhaps we navigate through this place a little bit more easily.
Humans see that bad and dark? I'll look over. So, do you have a tail, Susan?
Maybe.
I'll just kind of look at her tail, and I'll just look up back at Sildart. Sildart. And if you say so, yes, but Urus does not think this will work. Yes, but we'll try.
It couldn't hurt, right?
Yes.
And he looks at you, Susan, and like motions for you to hand a bandana over to Urus.
I give the bandana and look back at my tail like, Urus didn't see this? Okay.
And I'll tie it to my neck.
Okay. And Sildar finishes tying his scarf around his neck as well.
All right, we are new recruits. Yes, maybe. No.
I suppose if we run into somebody, we could try.
We're new here. First day.
All right, Urus, lead the way. Uthal, as you approach the pit, you notice that the floor in it actually starts to raise back up into place and lock.
Okay, well, all right, cool. And I'll just kind of drop it.
Bottom side was safe. Yes. Yes.
Sure. Bottom side of the stone.
Of the path.
So,
Oh.
Uthal, as you step onto the platform as you walked
Yeah.
across, you felt it sort of give way. But then it just seemed to sort of stop. And you walked across with no issue.
I am magic.
I'll try my luck at it. Do I fall to my almost death, but I'm so tall that I don't...
You do not.
Maybe they know we have the red bandana now, and to not hurt us. Magic.
I feel like a wizard.
And after a few moments, you find yourselves back in the main cellar room. As you all clog the hallway.
We're blocked by the.
Are you blocked? Okay, hold on. Uno
Susan waits
momento.
behind. Everybody else has rushed
We all
forward.
run into the door.
No, we're trapped. It's a trap.
There you go.
That was almost nightmare. Is there another door? Is there another door this way?
There is. Urus, you see a light beaming out. Not beaming out, but you see under the bottom crack of the door, light sort of illuminating.
Are
I'm
there
gonna
any
run-
small bottles?
Run back.
What's that?
Are there any small bottles or anything that I can take some of this free alcohol with me?
What makes you say it's alcohol?
Because you said earlier that it was ale.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. Check the comments, because we said that it was a wine room and wine time, and you said something about it being it being ale, and I was a little sad, but you know, it is what it is.
I know it's a cellar.
See,
It is a cellar, and I said it's lined with kegs and barrels, but
Oh,
you
you
have
didn't
not.
say they
You
were
have not
full.
looked into the barrels and seen what's in there, though.
I would like to look and see what's in there.
Okay, so sort of pilfering through a bit. Are you just sort of kind of ripping these tops off? What are you doing?
Very gently, very very gently. Maybe it's full of healing potions. I don't know. I'm new here.
Okay. So,
Gently prying off.
looking through some of these containers, you find a pretty decent amount of salted pork, beef. There's flour, sugar, apples,
Food?
and ale.
OMG. Well, I'm definitely gonna take some of the salted pork, stuff my bag full of it. I should have some type of container to put some ale in. I'm gonna grab some ale. I'm gonna take handfuls of the salted pork and eat them, and be like, "Oh, okay, guys, I'm coming, coming."
Okay, you do just that. It takes about 5 minutes or so to do that. All the while, Urus, you're kind of standing there looking at her doing this. The door in front of you still just light emanating out from underneath it.
Sildar. Sildar should go first. Yes.
I'll go first. I have good
No.
luck going first.
No, Uthal. Humans on other side, most likely. They see human first. If they see human first, maybe less likely to attack. Yes?
They could see me and be like, "Oh, he's human god." Bow before us.
Urus likes that better. Yes. Okay, go
Well,
to the door.
it's worth a shot.
Okay, Susan, you ready?
Okay.
Looking at the hinges, which way does it seem to open?
It looks like it opens away from you, inward.
Okay.
Or I guess outward from you. In towards the next room.
I want to get on the ground as low as I can and see if I can look under the door.
Okay. So peeking under the door, you can see that it is still stone floors in the next room. It does seem to be a fairly well lit room. You see the legs of what looks like maybe beds or something like that, but that's all you can really make out.
It is very well lit, and it looks like it is a place for sleeping. And that's all I got.
I wonder if they sleep why they have the light on so bright, but okay.
Tunnel sounding better and better.
I put my ear against the door. Do I hear like voices or like feet scuffling or?
Make a perception check for me.
Got it.
See, 10. So at the moment, no, you do not hear anything in there. Mainly because it's a little bit hard to hear from this room. The water, the cistern just to your south is sort of, rustling around, and there is water sort of pouring in as well. That makes it a little more difficult to hear in here than other parts of, other areas that you've already been.
Okay, I'll open door now. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I will slowly open the door. Because it pushes away from me, or it pushes,
Correct.
Yeah, pushes like this. Yeah, closer.
Yeah.
I will do it just a little bit.
Okay, and it
And I'll
starts
stand behind the
to.
door, safely behind the door, just like. Do I hear sounds of attack?
You don't hear the sounds of attack. You hear a voice. You hear somebody say, who's there?
Get my spear, open the door, just chuck it.
Are you just chucking it blind?
Chucking it blind.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll with disadvantage, and I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
Alright.
Actually, I need to clear this. There we go. There we go, and we are going to be in combat, probably for the last time tonight.
Whoops, that's not what I wanted.
Can I step away for just a minute?
I don't know, can you?
I can, thank you.
Oops.
Durham.
Jonathan wanted me to say, may I? I don't know. May I?
It was with disadvantage.
It was with disadvantage.
Alright, so it's -1 to each of those numbers. So it's 11 and a 5. Not that it matters.
Okay. Alright, here. Let's see. I hate that I have to edit this stuff every time. Alright. Let's see. I'm missing
Me.
people. Oh, hold on. I need to add a turn for Urus, who rolled a 7.
Yeah, why didn't mine show up? I had my character quit.
You did. I had to clear it out from the old one.
Oh.
And right when you did it, I cleared it out.
I
So
gotcha.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then I will add a turn for. Actually, I can just do this for Sildar. Initiative. There we go. All right, so Uthal, you open the door and immediately throw a spear in it, and it just splinters against the wall. And you hear, "What the hell?" As you hear a lot of movement and stirring in the room itself. Now that being said, you actually rolled the highest for initiative, so you have another follow-up turn.
Oh.
And from there you can see 3 Red Brand thugs in the room starting to hop out of their beds. What would you like to do?
I'll step forward, and then I will just attack this guy. Standard great X attack.
Okay.
Damn.
That one's gonna miss, as he actually pulls a move where he bounces up off the bed and dodges underneath your axe swing as you miss.
All right, I'll end my turn. Damn.
Okay. As he's bouncing on the bed, he comes back down and comes down over the top of your head with a mace attack. That's going to be a 20 to hit. That's going to deal 8 damage as he jumps up again and then comes down with a multi-attack with another mace attack that will be a 13. I think that misses?
Nope.
Okay,
Yep,
so his second one flies wild. But the first one still leaves a ringing in your ears. 10T, you are up.
I'm gonna move up just a little bit to where I can see this guy here.
Okay.
And going to do maximum power with my longbow and hope I don't miss.
That one goes flying in, almost hits Uthal in the side of the head, but smashes into the wall behind, missing.
I'll kick the ground with disappointment and end my turn.
Anthony, I'm so sorry. It's not your night. It's not your night. Oh. All right. This one is going to jump over onto another barrel over here, flanking you, Uthal, and is going to take a swing with his mace against you, which is going to be with advantage. And that is going to hit for 3 bludgeoning damage. And he follows up again. It's a 14 to hit. But you do manage to dodge out of the way of the second one. Susan, you are up.
Susan would like to. You know, honestly, I feel inspired by ID 10T trying to shoot an arrow, so I too would like to try and shoot an arrow.
Okay.
At this guy right here, he's the only guy I can see.
Alrighty.
Let's open this up real quick. Fingers crossed, everybody.
Okay.
There you go.
1.
You actually let loose an arrow that flies true. And you were aiming at the back, one in the back of the room? Mm-hmm. Okay. And it glances his kind of right on his neck and kind of cuts it open, but then the arrow kind of splinters against the back wall, but it does deal 1 damage to him.
Terrible. Never again.
Never again.
I'm about to give all these arrows up.
Sildar tries to move kind of in a position to where he can try and help, but everything seems a little too crowded. So he just kind of hangs back, and he's gonna hold his action in case somebody takes damage, at which point he will try to bandage them up. That's gonna bring us to Urus.
I'm gonna move up 15 feet, aim a crossbow at that guy, and take my first shot.
And that is going to hit.
Hey.
Dang.
And this actually goes right into his gut. And you hear him absolutely wail out in pain and cough up blood as he kind of pushes back against the wall and slumps down on the bed, but still seems to be conscious.
And I will move back.
Okay.
As I pass this, and I'll just Susan, maybe crossbow, not bow. Add cross.
As you are running back, he is going to see where that arrow came from, and he's going to try and shoot at you, Urus. It's going to be with disadvantage since you're sort of running away, but he is still going to try and take that shot with his heavy crossbow. And that's going to be a 13 to hit.
It hits.
But it only does one piercing damage as it just glances your side as you are running away.
Bugs here, I got stung.
Uthal, you're up.
Okay, I'm very angry. I will go into a rage. And I'm going to be very mad at this guy. So I will continue. I will attack the same one that I attacked.
The one on the okay,
This
the north one.
guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's do this correctly.
That is barely going to hit, but you do. He's still jumping on the bed, trying to throw off your swing, but you manage to time it, and you catch him right in the kneecap with your great axe and knock him to the side. And he actually, on top of taking the 6 damage, is going to fall prone on the bed.
I will end my turn.
Okay. That is going to bring us to his turn, and he is going to use half his movement to stand back up. And he is going to take a swing at you with his mace. Which is going to miss, but he's going to follow up from his... that's a crossbow, sorry. With his multi-attack. And it's going to be a 20 to hit with his mace, dealing 5 bludgeoning damage as he comes across the side of your head with that one.
It's half, so is that 3 or 2?
That would be... It's all just rounded down, so it would be 2 damage.
Alright.
10T.
Well, in frustration,
We all believe in you! We all believe in you!
I would like to take another shot at this guy here.
All
And
right.
As I pull my bow back, I, for a split second, close my eyes and pray to the old man.
I'm gonna close my eyes and shoot.
Please let me hit this one. And I reopen my eyes before I let go.
And it hits! And not only does it hit, it finds its target right in the center of the head of this thug, and he falls lifeless, bleeding out on the bed, and he is no more.
In excitement, I'd like to grab Urus and shake him like, did you see that? I finally did it! And then my turn.
All right. That's gonna bring us to the other thug behind you, Uthal, who is going to take a couple of swings against you. One is gonna be for 5 bludgeoning damage, and the second will be for 6. So 11 total damage, halved would be 5 total bludgeoning damage.
Yep. Oof. Ouch, 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 ouch.
As he just pelts you in the back twice with his mace, just trying anything they can to bring this mountain of a humanoid down to the ground. It's gonna his turn. Susan, you are up.
I see my friend Uthal in danger, so I walk up. And with this guy that I can see now in the back, I would like to try and hit him two-handed with my battle axe.
Okay.
We will see if that hits.
That one is going to miss. As
Oh,
he
that's a
kind of
real
stumbles
bummer.
back on the barrel behind him.
Too bad that wasn't with advantage. That would have hit.
Would have been, yeah, would have hit with advantage.
Well, that's really all I got for now.
All right, Sildar is going to move up 20, and kind of, he doesn't have enough movement to make it all the way in, so he's going to try to move his way as close as he can, but to the side of the barrels here, and end his turn. Urus, that brings us to you.
I am going to crawl between Susan's legs and slap Uthal's shin to cure wounds on him.
Okay. Uthal, you feel a 2 slaps on your ankle, and then 1 on your shin.
Rats.
But then you start to feel a little better.
Okay, that is
I'll start
nice.
Crawling back. As I'm crawling back, I'll just turn and point one hand, just kind of crouching still, but aimed at Uthal. And I will put some healing energy into him with, where is it? There it is. Healing Light, which is a 60-foot range, 1d6 heal. I'm going to use one of them. And I don't have that on the sheet, so you gain 3 more health.
There we go. I feel much better.
And I'm
Okay.
on my turn.
Uthal, you are up.
I really don't like this guy, so I'm going to all out rage attack, reckless duel.
Okay.
So you're going. It is your turn to die.
That is going to hit, and you absolutely just cut him right in half, right at the waist, and he falls in 2 pieces on top of the bed there.
That is what I told
just
you.
completely bleeding out. That was a called shot.
I will sidestep over here.
Oh, that was the wrong one.
Here we go. And I will point to this guy and will say, "You're next." Oh, and my turn.
1 second here. Roll 20 is being a real laggy bitch tonight. There we go. And this one was actually still full health. There we go. All right. That ends your turn?
End of turn.
10T.
After my excitement of hitting the other one, I'm gonna try to move up and see what everybody else is attacking. I can't really see anything. Seeing the one on the other side of Susan, I'd like to try to make a longbow attack.
Okay. Don't roll too low.
Oh. Wow.
And you split the difference right between Susan and nail this guy, dealing 6 piercing damage to him as you hit him right in the shoulder, and you hear him yell out in pain.
The old
I
man
shake
has
my
blood.
hand like Tiger Woods in excitement and end my turn.
Alrighty. That is going to bring us to his turn. At which point he sort of looks at his dead buddies and looks at you all, and he is going to take the retreat action. It's going to be 5, 10, 15. And he is going to run past you as you all go to take a swing at him, but miss. And you see him push a brick on the wall down here, but doesn't have the movement speed to make it all the way through. Susan,
He
that brings us to you. He used the retreat action, which allows him to not attack, but move without taking attacks of opportunity.
Well, I'll take 5 steps out, and can I see him?
You can.
I would like to try and hit him with my bow.
I know it's not called retreat in D&D. We've just been playing so much Shadows, I don't remember what it's called right now.
Disengage.
Disengage, thank you. Your bow just it doesn't. Your arrow does not fly true, and just shatters against the stone wall beside him.
With the rest of my action, I want to follow him. Now, can I walk through this water? I imagine he did, so why can't I, right?
So he swam through it.
Oh, I can totally swim.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop.
There you go. So jumping in, it actually seemed a bit deeper than you thought. Your feet did not touch the ground when you hopped in.
Interesting. Can I block him? That's probably an action. I'll just stay here with him.
Okay.
I'm hot on his trail. Actually, let me take a step to the side, though, with my last.
Okay.
If someone... I don't want to block people. I'm kind of big. Please, everybody, murder him.
That's going to bring us to you, Urus.
Okay, so he pushed a brick in the wall and the wall opened up.
Yep, it seemed like it opened some sort of secret door.
All right, 5 feet in front of him, I'm gonna make another wall up here with silent image.
Okay.
Ooh.
Can you link that spell?
I can. So it's an image. You can't smell it. It doesn't make a sound. It's just. It can be no larger than 15 foot cube. But yeah, just whatever I think of, I just put there. So I just think of a wall that looks just like the one that was there and put it in front of him to see if maybe they'll
Okay.
slow down or panic or
So
stop.
the door opens and you see that he sees beyond it just another stone wall in front of it that he cannot pass through, and you begin to see him start to panic. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. You see him sort of pressing on different areas of the wall and not able to find his way through. Uthal.
Where did he go? I'll just run. 10, 15. Oh man, he is very far away.
Oh, it's not a physical wall. It's just sensory.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right.
And
So
then
I'll say he hasn't tried to feel for it yet. He just sees this other wall and he's starting to panic.
Is there a way I can try and actually, you know what? No. I not need to be that close to him. And I will
Javelin.
I'll chuck a spear at him.
Okay.
You still have 15 feet of movement, didn't you?
I don't know if I can jump this. I say standing still.
Oh, I got you.
Nobody asked, but
And that
it's
is
-1 to each of those.
okay. That's gonna hit. Were you? So I'm assuming since you threw it, that's the one-handed damage. Not that it even matters because the spear just impales this guy through the neck, and the force with which you threw it actually pins his body to the wall through his neck as he just goes limp as he starts coughing blood until he loses all sense of life, and we are out of initiative.
Oof. How was the fight?
I remove the wall image.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
I am exhausted.
Yes. You were wounded and then healed and then wounded, and you are very tough, strong. Yes.
Right, I got really mad. But now I need to think about how bad I got.
Gotta reflect on this shit.
Together, reflect. Can I gather my my spears? The spear
You
and the
can.
javelin?
You can. I'd say the only one that you would not be able to recover would be the first one that you threw that just splintered against the back wall.
All right, I'll get that spear that's impaling him. Take him off
Yep.
it.
And he
There
slumps
are
to the
supplies
ground.
in here. Yes. I think. Maybe.
Yes. Maybe a good place to rest with the beds.
I am tired.
10T could use a reboot.
So both these beds are absolutely just slathered in blood.
It's fine.
One-
I have a tent. I
one-
have a bedroll.
One of them has two halves of a body laying on it. The other one has an arrow sticking out of its head and just completely leaked out all over the bed there.
I'll take all the sheets on the blanket and like wrap it up. Put it somewhere else.
And you know what? That's where we're going to go ahead and call it for this evening. And we will pick up right here next Saturday. So, how do you guys feel?
I feel that the online dice rolling is rigged.
Maybe against you?
And
Definitely
me.
against me.
You should listen
And
to
me.
my Monday shadow game.
Dude, all we do is shit on Sigor all night for how good he rolls and how terrible everybody else rolls. If any of our Shadow of the Demon Lord people out there watching the stream, y'all can attest to that. It's all it is.
Seems way better than my Sacred Flame.
Do what?
I like my new crossbow I got.
Oh yeah?
It seems years better than my Sacred Flame.
The
I
Sacred
forgot I'm
Flame.
proficient in that.
Yeah, y'all were all doing work. 10T, you tried to do work, but then at the end you came through.
My calculations were off for most of the night.
Cool. Well, does anybody have anything to say? Comments, concerns, humorous anecdotes before we call it a night?
No.
No? Okay.
I'm very tired.
Yeah, me too. That was I had a long day today. So did most of us. So that's gonna do it for us tonight. So thank you all for joining us. We really, really, really appreciate it. We had a great night tonight. We will be back right here, continuing right where we left off here tonight. Next Saturday at 8 Central. Of course, we have our Shadow of the Demon Lord campaign, which Sigor, aka Urus, so kindly DMs for us, and we have a good time there. So I don't think we're going to be streaming anything tomorrow. Sunday is our day of rest. Enjoy maybe some VODs. We're also going to be posting these to YouTube. So if you wanted to catch up on any of this, you can do so on our YouTube page. I believe the link is down in our bio on the Twitch page. So thank you everybody for watching. If this was your first time joining us, give us a follow. If you want to support the channel, give us a subscription. We always appreciate it, and everything goes right back in to the stream. So until Monday, everybody have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Bye.